Hello everybody! It's Girl Got Game! How is everyone doing today? And ladies first with the first. I suppose that is appropriate. And Gigi with the second. Doc Wildcard and Sweet Bean Catherine, hello! How are you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Alright, let's get this party started, shall we? So, we are beginning Naomi's route.
Thank you for
She was next on our poll. So we're gonna just keep on going. So for Naomi, she likes kindly and gutsy. So we're gonna sprinkle in some gutsy in here, but I do want to save the gutsy for Queen Bee's route, which will be after Naomi's. So we're going kindly again, I guess. Running out of stuff to see, but that's okay. What is my dream? What does it mean? Yes, Doc, I remember you saying that that was your, she's your favorite so far, so that's pretty cool. And she digs quirky too. That would make sense. That I can see that, for sure. Absolutely. Alright, well... let's do this. We haven't done this, I don't think. No, we have done this. Okay. Well, we're just gonna continue then. I want to be a pterodactyl. And I like tacos. And I'd be a medical person in the apocalypse. Not really. I would throw myself to the zombies. We've talked about this. And I'm looking for some hope. Alright, there goes Gavin. He's a pretty cool dude. Let's see. I'm Crystal, sir. You can rely on me. Alright, good. We're gonna see if we can keep Gavin around. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why. I'm trying to figure out my why, and then that translated in my head to, I don't know why I want to keep Gavin around. I want to keep Gavin around. I'm gonna steal his girl, but you know, still. Okay, let's actually focus on, you know, our target for this. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. I know, Catherine. I didn't have to go after Gavin that way. My brain's just like, gosh, isn't Gavin the worst? Why do we want to keep him around? I am wide awake. My brain is working. I don't know. Don't at me. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me, for lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Ah! Oh.
Hello?
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said, with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Crystal Waverider. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my texts. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. The only appropriate thought. She is so cute, I just want to hug her, but that would be so inappropriate at this juncture. Later, maybe a hug. Aw, that's too bad, JJ. Glad to have you here today, though. Hope you're doing well. I am but a weak-willed human being, one who grew up feeling mighty funny whenever I saw Velma from Scooby-Doo. I forgot that line. Nerds need love too, you know. And when I was moved from school to school, a social outcast, I was drawn to fellow outcasts in turn. 'Tis true, I married one. Still, beyond my weird libido, mostly I notice how much she's smiling as she wells that little thing onto the bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace, and I can appreciate that joy in one's nerdy passions.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Oh, right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Trying to think what we've done. We've done this for sure. Let's try this one. Why is it so empty in there? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack more games into the arcade if it was more compact?
Not really. It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height.
Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down. But I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art.
She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the key ring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Ooh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork.
The what on the what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me.
The strip across the top with the game title. That's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor. That's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience.
As for me, well... a bunch of weird-looking boxes in a row looks ugly. I agree. The way she stares lovingly at this... well, honestly, this box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff. I think I understand. Ew, GG. I'm so sorry. That's, unfortunate. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law are having trouble with chipmunks that keep going into the hood of their car and trying to make a nest in there, and so they keep having to pull out, you know, chipmunk nests, which is great. Luckily, they haven't turned on the car with a chipmunk inside yet, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, work is fun sometimes. Well, JJ, you picked the best time to have pizza rolls right before watching this game. It's not a pizza bagel quite, but pizza rolls is pretty good. I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way.
Oh, good.
Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers.
Yeah, exactly, Catherine. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong, I can get along with him, generally. But his whole attitude just... Ooh!
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but... I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable.
That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new gal really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. Yeah, who cares about Gavin? You should go out with me instead, wink. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know, too. So, we will let her keep talking.
Ugh, I just get so mad thinking about what evil, money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up.
No.
No, not gonna get worked up. Besides, it's not right of me to dump all this workplace gossip right on the head of the newbie. You seem like a good person, and you love arcade games like I do. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of gal. Well, a strong gal, at least. Well, you're a gal. That's enough.
I'm semi-insulted then? Semi-insulted gal?
Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left, your right. Careful. Now forward. Right, correct, I mean not turn to the right. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And there. Carefully, carefully. Tip it into place. Victory!
I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again.
Yeah.
Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback. But thanks for helping me out, Crystal. I think you're gonna do just great here.
Happy to help. Oh, right. Stomach growling. Food required. Except... I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Now I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel... Shh! Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh my goodness, that's a lot of mollying and juggling of videos and phone calls, Game Dan. But welcome, glad to have you.
Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo wub sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here.
And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole.
Lunchtime! Here you go.
She presses a boxed lunch into my hands.
It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom, back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things.
Wait, you're giving me your lunch?
Sure, why not?
And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What'll you have for lunch then?
Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine, or go hit the whole story next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
But you said eating healthy was important?
See ya.
See you after lunch.
Huh. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. Yeah, Game Dan. It'd be awesome. I've never had a bento box. I'd love to try one. Naomi definitely reminds me of some of the friends I made back in school. A little weird, a little obsessive about things, but charmingly so. We seem to think alike in a lot of ways. I think we'll get along just fine. But am I silly to hold out hope for, I don't know, more? Ugh. First day on the job, Crystal. Get your head on straight. Get your head in the game. And yet she did give me her lunch. Me, a total stranger. Gotta be something there, right? So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Oh, for sure, Game Dan, the concept is kinda cute. Armed with a box of health food, I retire to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Okay, everybody prepare yourself for the flamingo horror that's about to come onto screen. There we go. Okay, skip ahead. There we go. Awesome. Hello, Yuli! Good to see you! On your way home from work. Very good. Safe travels on your way home. Thanks for popping in to say hello. She's pretty amazing, is Ashley. Okay, so I think I do all of these, so we'll skip ahead. I will be kind to you this time. Let's see. Good old Percy. I miss Percy. There we go. Now to Queen Bee. Should be fun to hang around, maybe. A little bit of quirky. Sure. Help me out, Queen. And our boy, Teo. Let's go. Go for it. Nice. Hey, Mara! Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing good. Understandable if you're popping in and out, but nice to see you. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. We missed a whole bunch of Naomi stuff. Just. Whoa. Wow, okay. Man, my mouse would not stop moving. Okay. Whew. My time traveling machine broke a little bit there, but I think we're back on track.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired her yet, right?
An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Ooh.
Crystal's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more.
Ah, gotcha, Mara. Don't you two have jobs to attend to?
Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst, generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. Zachary, good to see you. Sorry to hear that you're sicker than before. That's no good. But we're very happy to have you along. Hope you feel better.
We've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit?
Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game.
Irrelevant.
I know your dirty little secret.
What? Naomi?
You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard.
Ah, well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form.
You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney.
The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. Yeah, I bet, Zachary. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. At least until the bomb is released.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
There we go. The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Oh no, Gigi, you gotta remove the bird. Gross. I hope you have gloves or like tongs or something. A long broom, I don't know. All the best, Gigi. And Kit, hi! I'm sorry if I missed you earlier, but hello, good to see you. A birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask? It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again.
5-year-olds.
Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling.
Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass. Jumping up and down on pinball machines. Putting chewing gum into coin slots.
Okay, well then, in that case, sorry I missed you, but nice to have you along. Hope you're doing good today, Kit. Pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before.
Doom! Doom! The end is nigh!
Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Crystal, roaming duty, look for trouble, do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Ah, you're still sick, Kit. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you get better soon, too. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... the horror! Safely distance high five. Nicely done, Zachary. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines. Ashley near the door, trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers... well, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. Keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kitties, I guess. that's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, being bounced around. Or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise. And Crystal, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Alright. Gotta go save our girl from cupcakes. I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite icing colors. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought one of those icing-blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate! Don't take all the chocolate!
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
No fair! Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate!
Ugh. Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it.
Ah! Stop it! Stop it!
I want chocolate!
As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast, Crystal! Okay, usually I try to save them both, but I've never tried to just save one or the other, so we're gonna save Naomi's game. Quickly, I hurl myself into the action. Get down, Miss Naomi! Miss Naomi, so formal. Aw man, crotch cupcake. That's the worst. Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosted-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. Oy. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both.
What? No!
My costume! Pinky the Funplex flamingo is now covered in a wide variety of icing colors from across the visible spectrum.
Crystal! No! You were so young and pure!
Naomi, it's so cold.
Lie still, Crystal! I won't let you die on me!
I'm not dying. The icing's just kind of cold and sticky and gross.
Oh.
I appreciate both of your commitments to the bit. By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars and are busy rounding up the combatants for various scoldings.
Aww.
Man, my costume's just wrecked!
I need to get out of this ASAP and put some stain treatment on it. Crystal, can you cover the floor for me? Considering it's my fault you got caked, absolutely. Not your fault. I mean, I guess the games cost more than my fuzzy felt. I'll be back ASAP!
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Ashley was giving us the death glare from that terrifying flamingo costume.
That was so brave of you. I mean, okay, it was just cupcakes, but still, that was so brave. You saved the game we worked on together.
Actually, it's only now that I noticed the Joust game that was protected from a severe and sustained cupcaking. I'm Naomi's hero of the day. She's smiling at me expectantly. Quick, Crystal! Say something cool. Ooh. I'd take a cupcake for you any day, Naomi. If we were cornered in a cold, dark alley one horrible night, assaulted by baked goods, I'd happily take the sugar hit for you.
Well, In the amazingly unlikely event of exactly those circumstances happening, it's good to know I have someone protecting me.
Woohoo!
My knight in shining icing. I'd better finish up my work here and get out of the way of the party. And you've got more work to do. Good luck!
With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatch one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. Right, that's that sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Okay, we got Percy and Gav and Teo and Queen Bee. Who is lowest? They're all equal. Great. Well, time to flip a coin. Heads for Teo and Queen Bee, and tails for Percy and Gavin. Hiya! Tails! Alright. Gonna skip ahead. And... heads for Percy, tails for Gavin. Hiya! Tails! Again. Alright. Gavin, help me out, bro. I don't think I've ever done this before. Hang on a minute. You saw this kid take the tickets? Yes. And you didn't do anything at all about it? First, I'm tied down to the desk. It's all hands on deck, Crystal. Nobody out of position, not even for a minute.
Doubtful.
Second, confronting the boy won't do any good. He'll clam up and refuse to ever admit wrongdoing. And the parents can be twice as immature, I've found. Okay, so we've seen that now. Alright. Ooh. That's a good point, Zachary. I never thought about that. Maybe. I guess it would depend on the arcade. Like, who was involved. I don't know. Oh, hi, Samantha. Thank you for saying hello. Nice to have you along. Hope you're doing good. I'm gonna try this just for fun. Hypocritical much?
Pardon?
Excuse me. You gave me that big speech about protecting the dreams of others, that this arcade was more than a job, more than four walls filled with beeps and boops. If you really walk the walk and talk the talk, you'd support the dream of a little girl who was wronged and not let a bully walk free. Or are you saying his dream of taking what he wants is more important to protect? At first it looks like he's gonna chew me out for standing up to him, but... he liked it anyway. Nice. Got double Gavin stuff. Alright, we'll do Your Mommy Loves You. Get that kindness. Not a problem at all, Samantha. Feel free to lurk. But it's always nice to hear from you. So thank you for saying hello. I guess I want to go hang out with Naomi, who's got gum in a coin slot. Aw, she does look like she's ready to cry. Naomi definitely looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubble gum into a coin slot and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out. Ugh.
How could they? How could they do this to a poor, innocent little Cubert?
Hey, need a hand?
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need.
So frustrating.
Honestly, the nerve of those kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care.
But they are toys, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course. Just, you know, they're also works of art. I know not everybody sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw away games that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. but I don't have to like it, right?
Stand up for game rights. Which one do I want to do? One or two, probably. I think I want to try two, and if it doesn't work out, we'll come back and do one. Nothing justifies deliberately trashing a game like this, but if it helps, the party was a success. Everybody had fun playing your wonderful games. So for every kid who hurt you, know a dozen more would thank you if they knew you were providing these great games and making sure they stayed playable.
Yeah!
Aw, I'm glad she was cheered up by that. Hooray!
Yeah, you're right. Kids aren't all bad, of course. I'm not really good with kids, not like Ashley, but if they learn to love games when they're young, they'll love them all their life, right? But I do have to be realistic. I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy these games, and that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it out there to be played with all over again.
With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox.
I should probably pull the coin mix entirely and give him a good cleaning tomorrow, but I didn't want to let the gum sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Right?
You got it, Naomi.
Woohoo!
Great!
And she gives me a big hug before bounding off to her workshop. Stop, that's so cute. My heart skips a beat and a half before reality resumes, already in progress. Well, great. We're all, chapter 1, we're getting hoogs already. Unfortunately, the cost of cleaning our carpets and costumes after the cupcake assault will be a chunk of change. But I suppose you did all you could there. Yeah, Gavin. Tell me more. Huh. Gavin and Naomi are the highest right now. That is unexpected. Sorry, that's Naomi's voice, not Iris's. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 6,750 points. Nice! Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is, Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow! Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2? Yes. Let's do it. Okay, well, I'd say that was a very successful chapter 1. Is this the Hamza chapter or is that the next chapter? I cannot remember. Oh, it must be this one. Chasing Ghosts. Should be this one. It's okay, Juniper. I'll let it slide. Aw, man, I can't hang out with Naomi. Barf. Alright, which one of you guys... Let me guess, you guys are probably all tied, aren't you? Oh, you guys are! Okay, well... I'm not gonna do Ashley or Queen Bee because we haven't done theirs yet, so it's gonna be between Percy and Teo. So it's up to the coin. Heads for Percy, tails for Teo. He shakes his tail. Hiya! Heads! Alright! Percy, let's go hang out with you. I miss you, boo. Oh, that's right, Zachary. We did do Ashley before. I forgot that we... Why did I take her? Oh yeah, because she was the lowest, I think, the one time. That is right. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, no problem, Yuli. Glad to have you now, though. Welcome, welcome. Once again. Okay, so we'll skip through this stuff. Just keep being kind. Alright. Oop, hold on, hold on. Back up for the Scooby-mobile. She usually is the lowest. Zachary! I don't mean to. I promise. Trust me, this will save time in the long run.
Where's Hamza set up this time?
On site at some abandoned estate just outside town. It's about to be torn down, but they found a trove of arcade games in the basement.
Woohoo!
So exciting! I love arcade raids.
Arcade auctions.
Raids!
Auctions! You guys got an arcade to English dictionary I could borrow? Francine, without looking up from her knitting, answers. A raid is when a bunch of collectors get together and rescue games before they can be junked by their original owner. An auction is when someone sells off their arcade games one at a time to a crowd of active bidders. So, which is this, a raid or an auction? It's both, dearie. Hamza, that sweet boy, buys up private collections before they can be thrown away. He rescues them from that terrible fate, and then auctions off his finds. Sort of. Okay, now I'm fuzzy on the sort of part. I'm the newbie here, remember?
Well... Okay, so Hamza obviously auctions off games for cash money, but... he's a very whimsical kind of guy. Once I saw him trade off a vintage Burger Time in exchange for someone's super secret chili recipe, passed down through generations of family.
In other words, he's just on the edge of being a loon. This would be a lot simpler if it was just a raid. We pay up front, we declare what games we want, and cart them away. Instead, he ambushes us with these impromptu auctions and makes us come down there to entertain his whims.
Wonderful.
I think it's sweet. He wants to make sure the games go to good homes, to people who really want them, even if they can't pay. And really, we should be honored we got an invitation. He's trying to cut out the big franchise arcades like Deco's Palace and help the little guys, like us.
It's inefficient and relies entirely on keeping on Hamza's good side. Huh. I'm guessing Hamza's the sort of person who would let a kid have the game of his dreams for free. He doesn't care about money, he cares about people. Am I right?
Correctamundo.
Yeah, Hamza for the win, for sure.
Hamza's a great guy. Is he hard to predict? Sure. But he's got a big heart, and that means something in this business. Not enough big hearts left some days.
Yes, because that's how you pay the bills and keep the doors open. By having a big heart. I won't deny we can sometimes squeak out a trade that's practically a steal thanks to his personal modus operandi. But let's not push too far here. We need to temper our expectations a little, I suspect.
I think not.
We don't have room to add many more games. Especially relics like Hamza usually deals in.
What about the offsite storage unit? We can just rotate games in and out more often.
Nearly full to bursting, and not cheap for us to rent on a monthly basis. I'm not saying we have to go home empty-handed. Certainly a few holes in our roster we can fill should we find an excellent deal and beat the other bidders. But consider this, above anything else, a way to maintain relations with Hamza, even if we don't end up bidding.
Aww.
Now, Naomi. Gavin knows the numbers. I'm in favor of making our little Funplex more and more fun, but floor space is finite. And Gavin, remember, if we find some darling little game Naomi would lavish adoration upon, we can always retire an older game.
Ever the diplomat, Francine.
Life, my young friends, is a series of trade-offs.
Well, isn't it better to, not just settle and compromise all the time?
Well, now, there are trade-offs, and there are trade-offs. It's silly to say that you should never compromise, as silly as it is to say you should always compromise. It's what you compromise that defines who you are. You're all so young yet. You've time to make mistakes in learning what trade you need to make.
Fun fact, Yuli and Game Dan, the MC actually compares Naomi to Velma the first time she meets her. So, you guys are on the right track there. Unless you don't make rent on your apartment, or your stomach's growling. Iris and Juniper have pushed me to stop settling for less out of life, to stand up for myself and my happiness. And I've done just that, without regret. So, everything should be fine now, right? Right? New default topic diversion, the weather! Well, at least it's a nice day for an outing, right? Oh, come on! Wonderful. Glad I packed plastic bags to wrap cabinets in, just in case. That's Art, Gavin. Always thinking ahead.
Trying to protect your investments, huh?
From Hamza's invitation, it seems this arcade was largely abandoned and left to rot. I'd rather not add water damage to the ailments the games are already suffering.
It's so sad when we come across a wonderful game that's just ruined beyond repair. Most collectors show their collections a lot of love, but others just don't care. You find old games in barns, exposed to the elements and falling apart.
I suppose this is one thing we can easily agree on. It's important to take care of your games.
For their resale value, you mean?
A broken game's no fun to play with. And it's a shame to see a classic in terrible condition. Consider pinball. Pinball games are very prone to breakdowns, particularly older ones. To experience them in their glory, you need to show them care. Even beyond a busted game earning no quarters, it feels like a waste to allow an enjoyable game to lie fallow. A waste of true potential.
Huh. Good point.
Glad to see these two getting along better, even if Naomi kept preemptively attacking him along the way there. With the rain pounding down on the van roof, conversation gets a bit difficult. Gradually, everybody resumes fiddling about with their phones, knitting, or driving. Leaving me to wonder exactly where is this auction and or raid happening anyway. We've been driving for some time, leaving the city far behind. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Okay. Okay, hold on, go back a little bit. There we go.
Donna Michaels! I knew it. I should have recognized Donna Wood when we pulled in, but it was raining too hard.
Who?
You've never heard of Donna Michaels? She was the hottest musical act of 1980. Beep!
Naomi, I was born in 1990. Beep!
I'm totally plugging my phone into the van stereo so we can blast "Girls Just Want to Play Games" all the way home.
Nice, Yuli. We're actually gonna get some Cats in a Box pretty soon, so that's good timing.
But first, I'm gonna go check out the cabinets in her arcade. I'm not really into mingling. Later!
And she's off. Boop. Let's go hang out with Naomi. Slow as molasses. Ah, that sucks, Mara. I'm really not interested in the arcade version of Game of Thrones going on up here. Gavin can handle these guys. Me, I want to see this legendary arcade Hamza was talking up, so I head downstairs to join Naomi. Whoa. Is this a private collection or a full-fledged arcade? I was expecting a handful of games and a pool table or something, but this is easily 3 times larger than the Funplex itself. Even coated in dust and disrepair, it's awe-inspiring. And it's also hard to find anyone in this maze of tightly packed games. Invitees are browsing the available stock to decide what's worth bidding on, making it crowded as well. But eventually, I locate Naomi, practically cuddling a narrow-looking TMNT machine.
Oh! Crystal, look! A 2-player variant of TMNT! These were only released in the Oceania region. Such a rare find!
Wait, wasn't that game originally 4-player? Why would anybody want a version with only 2 joysticks?
Well, because... I mean, it's rare. It's a find.
And it's less fun.
Not the point. Anyway, it's hard to find one of these 2-player or 4-player. I'd love to have it for the arcade. I'd love to have that, and this one, and this one, and... Oh, if only I could take all these home with me. I mean, some have water damage, others likely have busted CRTs and controls. They all need work, but...
I recall the game she was working on when I first met her. Extensive repairs needed just to make it playable. So, not only would you have to bid and win the game, but you'd have hours of work and plenty of spare parts to purchase ahead of you.
I know! Isn't it great?
Okay, is there a nice way to say this? Naomi, darling. You really love bringing a broken old game back to working order, huh?
Yeah!
Absolutely! These games deserve to shine as they once did ages ago. If I can turn back the clock and let them be what they truly can be, let people play them as they were in their prime, well, there's no greater feeling.
And you enjoy the challenge of restoration, too. Repairing hardware, replacing damaged art, the problem solving of broken monitors.
You know me so well, Crystal. Exactly.
And all of that is admirable. I really love how happy these projects make you, Naomi. But there's a flip side. How much time does it take to restore a game?
I'd say, if it's in good shape, maybe a few hours. If it's really a wreck and needs extra love, a few days. Maybe weeks if parts are in back order.
Okay, now think of the games we currently have and how many still need work, or break down frequently. Can you take on a bunch of new projects?
Well, I could make the time, work late, right?
Even a girl with bottomless energy has her limits. Naomi sighs, frustration building. Ah, dang, Mara, that sucks. That really is some slow molasses Wi-Fi.
It's not fair. I'm not dense. I know there's only so much we can realistically do. So many projects I can actually take on. But I wish I could do more. I wish we could do more. The Funplex has never really been a success. Even before I came on board, it was always struggling to stay afloat. I joined it because so few arcades still have the games I love. But I can't turn our situation around, can I? No matter how hard I try. This was my first job. Part of me is hoping it'll be my last job, too. That I can happily spend all my days tinkering with these wonderful games. Every kid says they want to be a fireman or an astronaut or a robot cop or something, but nobody actually ends up doing that, except me. I wanted to fix up arcade games, and that's what I'm doing. It's all I ever wanted to do. So when I see all these old, broken games, I just want to show them the love I can give. I could be happy working on them for the rest of my life.
Wow, that's dedication. And really, you went straight from school to an arcade job? I mean, I've meandered from job to job, never really sure what I wanted. That's normal, right?
Yeah!
Oh, definitely. I'm the oddball here. It's funny. I followed my heart and found just what I wanted, what I needed. And now, well... Now I'm scared someday it'll all come to an end. The Funplex will close.
Well, hey, Pats! Long time no see! How you doing? It's going pretty good so far. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you.
And if the Funplex goes under, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. All I ever wanted was to work in an arcade. And I'm literally living my dream.
Okay, now I feel bad for bringing down her day. Hey, look, you never know, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find a game down here that brings in thundering herds of players.
Right!
It's a slim hope, and we both know it, but Naomi clings to it immediately, eagerly. My low bank balance and grumbling stomach mean I need to cling to that hope as well. Sure thing, Yuli. Shoot. What's your question? I made my choice, now I need to make that choice work.
We just need to find the right game. Something nobody's played in a long time. Something that'll tug at the nostalgia strings. It's difficult finding the right balance, especially in the year 20 beep. A lot of these games are on life support. Borrowed time.
But they can be repaired, right?
Well, yeah, for now.
Do I have any idea how far we are from the end of Ewan's route? The best ending is coming out tomorrow. So, yeah, the finale of Ewan's route is tomorrow. And it's a short video. It was a very short final chapter. And then... yeah, so there you go. Tomorrow is when it's done. Really, Pats, you just got back from the arcade. Well, what a coinky-dink. That's awesome. No problem, Yuli. Happy to answer. Aw, that's so cute, Mara. That's so sweet.
But CRTs, the monitors that power these old games. Before LCDs and now 3D flats started replacing them, they're in short supply. Nobody makes them anymore. I mean, who buys a tube-based TV anymore? Nobody! It's all high definition and that weird 3D projection tech which looks awful. Nobody appreciates a good CRT anymore.
Good evening, Regal Venom. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. Aren't high-def displays way cheaper, though? I've seen some old games running them in other arcades.
They're wrong is what they are. These games weren't designed for pixel-perfect flat panels. They're designed for fuzzy tubes. The picture looks weird on LCD.
Even 2 weeks in, I'm still fuzzy myself on a lot of this stuff. But I grew up in the internet age. I'm silicon literate. I got opinions. I remember her liking this before. Hey, cheap and easy solution to that. Install an LCD and buy a baseball bat. When someone drops a quarter in, bonk them on the head. There's always the chance they get amnesia and become a JRPG protagonist as a result, though.
You know, if not for the massive lawsuits, I'd love to see you try that. But seriously, it's important to use the right part for the right job. When fixing up a modern game, for instance, I wouldn't force it to use it too.
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad you're with us at the Funplex. Whether you take my side or Gavin's side, it's just nice to have someone who cares about games around. Ashley's fun, but she's way more into cosplay than gaming. But it's kind of odd, you know?
What?
Feeling like I'm not alone. I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm so used to toiling away in my little workshop with Ashley and Gavin not really caring about the things I love. They're kind enough to me, and friendly. Well, Ashley is. But ever since you showed up, I feel like there's someone with me. It's odd. I'm not complaining, though. I guess it just takes getting used to, after years of feeling perfectly content to be alone. Away from strangers, crowds. I mean, it's not really my thing. I don't like to network like Gavin does, or socialize like Ashley does. And now I'm making things weird, so I'ma stop there.
Aw, Naomi, you're so cute. Ooh, cookies and sparkling water. Good choices. I approve.
Besides, I'm just about done taking inventory down here. How about you and I...
Suddenly, shouting and stomping of feet from the floor above.
What the...
Sounds like there's a fight or something going on up there.
I think we better go see what's what.
Quickly, we hurry upstairs.
What's going on? I heard shouting.
Hamza has ejected a representative of the dark carnival known as Deco's Palace from our midst. And not soon enough in Hamza's opinion.
Oh, okay. I guess everything's fine then. Excuse me, I'm gonna go get my work apron on since we'll be moving games soon.
Naomi, if you don't mind, after you change, we should coordinate our wish list. I want to get that settled before the auction begins.
No! Don't leave me alone with the Bacchanalian Orgy Master! Leave me alone with him forever. Please. I love Hamza. Okay. Alright. There's our girl.
Oh, I'm just too nervous. I think I'm going to go browse the games again, see if there are any I missed. It's so dark down here, I could swear I didn't see them all.
And how about you, Crystal? Want to watch the auction with me, or go help Naomi search the arcade? I'm fine either way. Ultimately, you're only here to help us lug our purchases out the door, so do whatever you like.
Thanks. I think. It's hard to see your way now that the sun's gone down. Naomi might get lost.
Technically, the sun's been blocked by clouds all afternoon.
Still a factual statement.
As you like. Try to dissuade her from dropping more items into the wish list if you can.
Right, now to find Naomi. Without the roaming crowd of arcade collectors actively roaming, this place actually feels super empty. And super dark. And super creepy. By the time I actually locate her, I can't even see the auction. I'm deep in the virtual woods. And there she is, staring into a darkened corner. She's possessed by the ghost of Donna Michaels, isn't she? I'm about to get spooked. I'm about to get spooked so hard.
Oh, Crystal!
Look! Look!
Instead of tearing my skin off and shrieking like a banshee, Naomi just points to the exposed back of an arcade game, old wood having rotted away years ago. And inside, nestled beneath the circuits and monitor tubes, is a sleepy mother cat with several sleepy kittens. I feel a burning need to post a picture of this to the internet.
Yeah, I already took care of that.
Well, okay, as long as someone did.
Huh. The cabinets back here have a lot of water damage and wood rot. I guess this kitty and her family took shelter some time ago. But someone's gonna buy this game soon, and then they won't have a home anymore.
I didn't think you'd be a cat person. Or a people person, for that matter. I mean, you strike me more as a game person. As in, you'd give your games cute names and preen them and have way too many of them in one apartment than is healthy.
Hey, I'm not that game obsessed. Well, okay, maybe I am. But as much as I'd also love to save the game these cats call home, the cats are more important than any silly arcade game.
It's true. Despite claiming to be antsy around strangers, she's been nothing but friendly to me, even giving me her lunch the first day I got here. As much as folks in the arcade consider her to be a bit game-obsessed, there's clearly more to Naomi than being a one-note otaku.
We've got to do something for the kitties. So what should we do?
Buy the game, maybe? Then you could save both of them.
Tempting, but I'm already pushing my luck with my wish list. I can't add a game we don't need just to save these cats.
You should adopt them. Do you have room in your home for some new friends? I think they could use a friend, and you're a good one to have, furry or otherwise.
Kittens! Well, okay, I can't adopt all of them, but maybe Mommy Cat wouldn't mind parting ways with one kitten. A shelter can take the others. But where would we take them? What shelter? And how do we safely move them? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to mess this up. What do we do? What do we do?
Naomi, we have the internet.
Oh, right.
Thanks to the wonders of the information superhighway, Naomi's got the instructions we need in seconds. Didn't even need an iris backing her up thanks to speedy tapping.
Right. Okay, we're going to need... 1. A cardboard box large enough to fit them all. Not a problem. There's plenty of boxes around here left behind by movers and liquidators. 2. To avoid being scratched up, heavy gloves.
No problem. I brought a pair from the Funplex. Was expecting to use them to haul giant wooden game cabinets around.
3. Some food for the trip. They had turkey up at the buffet table, right? Just basic breast meat should work. Water, too. Lastly, we need bedding of some sort to line the box. A blanket or something. I wouldn't trust, like, the curtains or anything in this crappy old house. Could have bugs or worse.
I might know where we can get a blanket. Upstairs.
Right. Pass me your gloves. I'll get the box. You go grab the food and the blanket.
Woohoo!
It's Operation Kitty Rescue. Go!
Right. It's up to me now. For the sake of a bunch of absolutely adorable little fuzz muffins, I must accomplish my sacred goals. Gavin and the auction can wait. It's go time. Yes, Cheech.
We aren't cavemen. We have technology.
Ah, such a good reference. Scooping up the roast bird and water, that's the easy part. Plenty of pickings left over, even after ravenous arcade owners descended upon this buffet. Yeah, exactly, Zachary. Boom, boom, boom. As for the blanket, well... Thanks, Doc. We conveniently have access to one of those, lying in Francine's lap, her knitting now complete as she snoozes away. I'm reasonably certain she wouldn't mind me appropriating this for the sake of some cuddly little kittens. Right? Okay, I can't just steal that blanket she's been knitting for days. I hate to interrupt her rest, but this is for the best. I nudge her very, very lightly.
Miss Francine?
Hello, dearie.
Oh, Crystal. Pardon, I must have dozed off. And everybody's gone? Is the auction over already? Why, it's only been minutes. Yeah, it's been hours. Sorry.
My, oh my.
How the time flies. Listen, Naomi and I found some kittens that need to be moved somewhere safer. But we need a blanket. Would you mind if I...
By all means.
Go right ahead. It's just, you've been working on it so long, I figured... It's only a blanket. If it can save a life, no matter how small a life, that's well worth the price of a new ball of yarn. She folds up the small blanket to make it fluffy and warm and double-layered, perfect for lining the inside of a box. Now, if you don't mind, I just need to rest my eyes a moment. Well, okay then. Food, check. Water, check. Blanket, check. Now to assemble all these components together into a giant kitten-saving robot. I return to Naomi, busy fretting over the kittens while tugging on the work gloves.
Not long now, cuties. Not long before we find you a new home.
Crystal's Kitten Rescue Service, at your service.
Oh! Say, that's a pretty nice blanket you found. Wait, isn't that Miss Francine's blanket?
Oh no, Zachary. Aw, poor Francine. She's a very sleepy lady. It's cool, it's cool. She volunteered it for the cause.
Ah, okay then.
Actually, moving the cats is trickier than I thought it'd be. The gloves protect Naomi from scratches, but coaxing them out means tending them with food and water and being very patient. And soon enough. Ah, there it is! Look at that cutie in a box!
Ta-da!
Oh my god, that is so adorable, I want to die.
That's right. Did you hear that, kids? You're so adorable, Crystal wants to die. Weird.
Yeah, Yuli, you got it.
I bet you'd be surprised to hear this, but I collect stuffed animals. Plushies, furry little cute things, stuff like that. Not all my toys have plastic buttons and vinyl T-molding along the edges and run on quarters.
I'm not that surprised. You like cute stuff.
Yeah. Before I found arcade games, I had quite a collection of dolls and plushies and stuff. My relatives would keep showering me with random toys when I was a kid. Like, visit an auntie, get a doll. Visit my grandfather, get a stuffed kitty. Eventually, my closet was practically bursting with the stuff. Mom made me give away a bunch of it to charity, to clear out some storage space. I didn't mind, since then I could make other kids happy, but...
Aw, look at all the cats in boxes. So cute!
I decided to keep getting dolls anyway. Not even to play with, just to have. Even as I grew up, if I spotted something that matched my aesthetic, it became mine. These days I wake up, see that collection with all those googly eyes and button eyes and stuff, and, well, it brightens my day, you know?
So beautiful.
But real kitties, and so many of them. These are gonna brighten a lot of people's days. I definitely need to share more online photos of these little cuties. But for now, I'd better babysit them. Don't want any kitties wandering off.
Still, her arms must be getting tired as she set the box down for the time being.
Sorry, Crystal. That means I can't really help move our purchased games. You okay doing it with Gavin instead of me?
No problemo.
Thank you.
And, hey, thanks. You stuck by my side all day, even when you didn't have to. Heck, you're even here instead of Ashley. You didn't have to do that either. Why did you want to hang around me all day anyway?
Oh, is this our moment of truth? Oh, boy. Okay. Don't blow it, Crystal. Here's your shot. Not gonna lie, Gigi, that's exactly what I was picturing too, is that as soon as the box disappeared, I'm like, oh no, she dropped it. Well, I maybe wanted to spend some time with you, Naomi. Honestly, I wanted to spend more time with you.
Oh,
I really admire how much you love these games. And, yes, Regal Venom. How scandalous. We already have kids together. Ooh, that tiny, you're pretty. Ooh, Crystal, nice, nice, nice. I just think You're pretty, and so enthusiastic, and so positive, and it really brightens my day to have you
I
around.
guess it brightens my day to have you around too.
Ah, so cute!
But the auction's going to be winding up soonish, so I should take the kitties upstairs to wait with Francine and look after them. Would you mind finding Gavin, telling him where I am?
Sure thing.
See ya.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Alright then. She scampers off to take the cats upstairs where it's warmer and brighter. Not even courting! Well, back to Gavin. Oh yeah, time for Polybius. Play the game. Summon a cleric. Oh, hold on, did I miss, yeah, I did. Okay. Come to me, Naomi.
This foul monster is not your roomie, Crystal. I can see her true heart beating underneath the illusion. I banish this falsehood to show the kindness at the heart of the beast.
Cleric used empathy. It's super compassionate.
No!
Yay, it worked. I was thinking that too, Zachary. I'm like, that was much less forward than all the others. I'm okay with it. Right now, there's a young woman with a phone filled with your music waiting out there. She's going to play your whole catalog for me once I'm out of here. She cares. And I care. Maybe the jerk's back in your day lost interest, but nostalgia's a heck of a thing. You could mount a comeback to her. A tour? Oh, come back to me, Naomi. Bring the cats. No problem, Game Dan.
Are you done yet? I've been waiting upstairs for ages.
Why are you holding a box of kittens, Naomi?
Oh, I found them hidden in an old arcade cabinet. Francine and I are going to take them to a shelter.
Wow.
Wait, is that a phrase, Invaders? OMG! I've never seen one in person. I could restore that, really make it shine. Please, please, can we bid on it?
Doubtful.
Even if we had the money, a quirky old Japanese game with weird controls won't earn a single token.
Well, joke's on you, Gavin. It was the best one out of the three.
Now, Zombie Meltdown, that's another story. Everybody likes a light gun game. Simple controls, simple premise. That'll earn and earn well.
Ugh.
Way too violent and gross. And jingoistic. And immature. I guess Wyvern Keep would be okay too. Woman protagonist and 50 cents a play? It's not as cool, but it'll work for both of us.
I suppose.
I suppose I could live with that, yes. But it's all moot. We can't afford any of them. These are the sorts of games millionaires and private collectors scoop up. I suggest we get to work moving our purchases out to the van. Crystal, do you concur?
Earth to Crystal. You in there? Hello?
I've gone back in time. I remember. Before my family fell on hard times, before the curse kicked in. Every summer we'd go to the beach, and there was this arcade with this one game I fell completely in love with. A game no one had even heard of before. Yes, I remember now. Hamza, I've come to bargain.
Such fire!
Alright, let's get phrase invaders.
What?
Did that? Yes.
Woohoo! Good choice, good choice!
Okay. I offer you my dream, Hamza. Let's see. Is there anything with Naomi before we left?
Such fire!
Okay.
Aw, Crystal, that was so sweet of you.
Okay. So now we'll skip ahead a little bit. So I want a promotion.
Makes sense.
There we go.
I like the idea. And Gavin, more players means more tokens, means more revenue, means more games. Maybe even expanding the Funplex or opening a second location.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Very well.
But I'll admit I like the idea as well. Very well. Crystal, if you can make the numbers in my spreadsheets less dire, you'll have earned this promotion.
This is my chance. I'm done going with the flow.
Oh hey, I promised you some Donna Michaels, didn't I? Gavin, I'm pairing up with the audio now. Turn the music up!
As the van speeds on into the night and a lost soul sings of games and fun, everything is as it should be. Okay. What was our thing looking like? Okay, so Naomi is way and ahead in the lead. Great. Okay, now we gotta figure out a name for the Max that incorporates Naomi's name. So let's start brainstorming. Agreed, JJ. What am I gonna do for the Max? Naomi. I don't know what to call it yet. Today's the day. Okay. What to call this? We've had so many good names up to now. Naomi. Man, the Gavin Ball was so good last time. And then the time before that, Palooza. Naomi. Anime Expo. Anime Epo. Epo. Why can I not read? Anime Epo. Play Naomi's games. I like it. I did. Okay, I did read it. I inserted the X and it wasn't there. Good grief. Play Naomi's games. What were the games that she says that, like, games have rights or whatever? Arcade rights. I was trying to think if there was a game that sounds like her name, but I couldn't think of one. Yeah, game rights. Let's do game rights. Game rights. On Naomi's Expo. 3 exclamation marks. Game rights. That works. We shall call it game rights. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Regal. What is that? Naomi on Mauiva Shinderu? I want to join in the flash mob. I'm in love with Ashley. Okay. Between Ashley and Teo, what are we doing? You guys are even right now. Great. It's up to the coin. Steal the mustache. Yeah, I should write down and Naomi's Expo. Should write that down for later. Hold on. Where's my sticky notes? I won't remember later otherwise. A and A. There we go. Alright. Sticky note acquired. Coin acquired. Heads we go with Ashley, tails we go with Teo. Wow! Tails! Okay.
Hell yeah!
To the flash mob, away! Hugs for everybody. That. Nice. And let's hang out with our girl. Oh, yeah. My brain was just like, I was trying to come up with some kind of pun thing and was not happening. Naomi looks totally frustrated with the monitor chassis for her game partially removed so she can tinker with it.
There's definitely neck glow, so the neck can't be cracked. So why am I getting nothing at all?
Hey, Naomi?
Oh, Crystal! Sorry, I was wrapped up in my own little world there. What's up?
I'm taking a break, and as of now, you are on break as well.
That's sweet, but I really can't.
You're getting nowhere with that game. Take a break. Consider it an order.
I guess I'm on break then.
Thanks for popping in, Gavin. Just be like, yo, go sit down. Cool. You want to get away from the crowd for a bit? Find a quiet corner and hang out, decompress a bit?
Ugh.
Absolutely. I can busy myself with the games, but ugh, I hate the crowds. Always have, every year I go to Max.
Naomi reaches out and grabs my hand before I can object and drags us off to a semi-quiet little niche between two display booths. Good for a private conversation. Dang.
Okay, no broken games, no chattering strangers. Good. Honestly, I love my retro games, but I wish they'd break down less often. All this 1980 beep tech is fun to play with. Except when downtime is lost profits.
Right, Yuli? It's an order for you to go take a break. Oh, it'd be so nice to hear. Okay, so I gotta know. Why the fixation on retro games? I'm not saying they aren't cool. It's just not something folks our age are usually into, right?
I'd contest that with posts by 20-somethings on classic game collector sites. But you're really asking why I'm into this stuff.
Yes.
And hey, what's not to love? The cool glow of a cathode ray tube, blooming color through the scan lines, the simple and clean pixel art style. One stick, a few buttons, easy to learn, hard to master. You can keep your crazy networked real-time strategy beat-em-up esports fighter thingies. Give me a maze, or a spaceship, or a bunch of dots any day.
Or a princess to rescue and turtles to jump on.
Right. Well, more the jumping than the rescuing. Not enough games have princesses rescuing princes. Or cats. Or anything, really.
So how'd you get started with retro games?
Well, I know the cliche answer is, I had an older brother who introduced me to games, but that's basically the truth. Sort of. Indirectly, I guess. For a whole summer, my jerk of a brother was in charge of babysitting me. And being a teenager, he didn't want to bother. He wanted to go to the arcade and hang with his friends. So he dragged little old me with him to the arcade, gave me a fistful of tokens, and told me to go keep myself busy. At first, I played what all kids played. Ticket games. Prize games. But I got bored with it fast, realizing I wasn't winning much of anything.
Oh really, Zachary? A Hydro Thunder. Yo! That is tempting, for sure. Oh, nice, Catherine. I'm glad you've experienced the order of taking a break.
Honestly, kids are smart, right? They gotta realize they're being scammed.
Well, when you really want a toy with all your heart, let's try this one. Don't be so hard on kids. I've worked the floor for weeks. I've seen how fixated a kid can get on some high-ticket plushie. When you've made up your mind and already spent piles of tokens, well, you gotta keep going. Otherwise, you have to admit it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. It's cruel, the sunk cost fallacy. I wish I could just give those kids the toy they want, or, I don't know, sell it. But no way Gavin would allow that. Plus, well, there was one other problem with the ticket game area. Too many kids. Just way too many kids I didn't know from schools I didn't go to. I was too timid to ask someone to leave a game I wanted to play, or even to hover around them, worried they might talk to me. I'm really not good with strangers. Huge crowds of them. Once I get to know someone, well, they're not a stranger. That's different. Like you. I got to know you quickly enough.
Considering she gave me her lunch on day one and a hug, quickly indeed.
But there was one area of the arcade which had next to nobody playing games, where I didn't need to put a quarter up and wait in line, where everything was fun.
Retro games.
Exactly! Only a few older guys back there. I could play anything I wanted. Every game was a single token, and it was also amazingly cool and flashy and colorful and... oh, it was paradise. Those games were my new best friends. Now I looked forward to my jerk of a brother abandoning me in the arcade to go play fighting games. Eventually summer vacation ended and it was back to school, but I kept visiting arcades, especially ones with good retro collections. So that's how I got into classic arcade games.
That is so cool. Ooh, JJ, that sounds delicious. And no, Zachary, I did not know they did that. They actually sell those prizes. That's pretty cool. And that's how you caught Pac-Man fever. The only prescription is more Pac-Man. I don't know, a young girl along with a bunch of older gamer dudes seems inadvisable. Either 1 or 3. Let's try 1. Somebody call a doctor. The girl's got Pac-Man fever. Sadly, it is an incurable condition.
Oh, I bought that album. Buckner and Garcia. Amazing stuff. It's got all sorts of songs on it about Donkey Kong, Centipede, Frogger. You can borrow my copy if you want. I've got it on vinyl and tape.
Of course you do. I lack any hardware whatsoever which can play those.
Really? But vinyl is so much better than MP3.
Ladies and gentlemen, Naomi Fairchild, the hipster who could fit in your pocket.
I know it's a little weird for me not to be interested in newer games. And it's not like new games are universally awful. But I like what I like. I love what I love. I do what I love for a living. How cool is that? As long as the Funplex stays open and keeps its retro spirit bright, I'll be happy.
Well, event manager Crystal will see to it that we keep our doors open. That's why I'm here at Max, to make this event the big deal it deserves to be.
Thanks so much for that. I'm no good at the meet and greet stuff. I think we should both get back to what we do best. For the glory of the Funplex!
For the glory of the Funplex! And game rights! Ooh, nice, Zachary. When you get that, please post that. I must see it with my own 2 eyeballs. The 2 of us make our way back to the mini Funplex. Her to resume tinkering, me to catch up with Teo and Ashley again. Alright. It's probably Ashley's turn now. Let's just double check. But it should be Ashley. Yippers. Fetch my maid outfit!
I look so cute! So cute!
Nice. Okay. And that. Nice. Ooh, this is a little bit different. Drops in October. Cool. I think Naomi wants more friends. Ones she can relate to. Hey, I'm friends with her. Yeah, but she feels like she can't talk about the things she really loves with anyone. I spent a lot of time with her at Donna Woods, so we're closer now. And trust me, I think she'd probably enjoy talking tech with you. That's pretty cool. Don't steal my girl from under me though, Ashley, whatever you do. Alright. Huzzah!
Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 12,950 points. Go for the high score. Actually, I don't know what the high score is, but hey, go for it anyway. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 4?
The best revenge, a sudden bad end where Ashley steals your girl. Ashley, how could you? I thought we were friends. Oh. I would deserve it though. Not gonna lie, I would deserve it. What happens in Chapter 4? I can't even remember. It's been ages. Oh, hello, girl.
Almost time to go. You ready?
No. Yes? You know what? Let's go with yes. Even if it's no.
Relax. You're a people person. Go out there and be a person of the people.
Yeah!
I'll be behind you every step of the way.
I thought you were planning to hide in your workshop.
Well, turn your back to the door and I'll technically be behind you.
Thanks.
And drop by now and then to keep me company, maybe? But definitely focus on the event. It's your big day. Good luck!
Well, I like that. I mean, she had some encouraging words, even if she's not going to follow through with actions. Oh, I missed Naomi. Naomi, where are you?
Sweet.
Okay. Everyone loves it.
Sweet.
I knew it! I knew that game would be a hit. See? See?
Well, today's event drew a very hardcore audience. Whether or not a rare Japanese import draws consistent profit over time during normal operating hours remains to be seen.
Sheesh. Why do you always have to poop in our ice cream, Gavin? Just let us have this.
Why you gotta poop in my ice cream, Gavin? This is why we don't want you around, Gavin. Honestly. The worst. I'm behind you. Way behind you. Like, on the balcony. Okay. All the love for Percy. All the kick-ass for Queen Bee. All the love for Iris. Okay. I think this is for Ashley. I think the first one's Naomi. I know, Catherine. Let's see. Let's check in with Naomi. Okay, hang on. I'm going to check with our technician, see if there's anything we can do to recover your game.
Already texted Naomi for ya.
Thanks, Iris. Naomi comes charging out of her workshop looking perturbed.
Ugh.
Wild Rider again?
Quickly, she slips around behind the game, popping open the back panel. She uses her phone's flashlight to poke through the works.
These early 3D games are such a pain. If it was a pure retro game or even a pure modern one, it'd be way more reliable. Okay, I think I see the problem. 1 second.
And like that, the virtual motorcycle unfreezes, confetti and cheers sounding from the game as it properly registers the lap time. I never get tired of watching Naomi fix things. To see her brain quickly solve all these arcade complications leaves my mouth agape and my heart warm.
All done. Call me if it breaks again. Bye.
Oh man, she did it! My score's saved, hallelujah! I owe you, seriously, I'm taking home that Wild Rider trophy! Nice. Okay. Bring in the big guns of Gavin. Alright, so between Queen Bee and Percy, it should be Queen Bee that we go see. Yes, it is. Apparently I've not done this before. Should I do it when I'm gonna do it next time? Maybe I'll save it for next time. I'll go to the snack machine. Yo, Ashley, do you got some soda?
I think that's all the problems, Crystal. Good work. And it looks like Queen Bee's back in the tournament facing off against the local. And Percy seems okay, I suppose?
Maybe I should check in with them.
My calculations show that they are currently in the zone. It would be unwise to disrupt them at this juncture.
Well, I did choose the arcade over the VIPs. I'll stick by that choice, I suppose. I did right by the Funplex. Interesting. That played out a little bit differently. Game rights run smoothly after these messes are taken care of. Leaving me with one duty remaining. Putting calories in my body so I don't pass out. Running around the Funplex all morning takes a lot out of me. I need something to eat. I'm dying. Okay. Naomi did say she would like some company in the workshop. Naomi's been hiding away in her workshop all day, coming out only for spot repairs on games. I'll go see if she wants to hit the whole story or something for lunch. I turn the handle to the wide double doors of her workspace and step inside. As expected, she's busy tinkering with a circuit board when I arrive. Hey.
Oh, Crystal! It's good to see you. How's the event going so far?
It's a bit rocky, but we're making it happen. And right now, I need to make lunch happen or I'm gonna pass out. Do you want to head out to Whole Story, get some chow?
No need. I came prepared. And prepared a little extra if you like.
She unpacks a pair of wooden boxes from her backpack. Each one a classic Japanese bento, enough rice and Munchables for one person.
Sweet.
I figured you might be too busy today to go out, so I planned ahead.
For me? Dang, Naomi, that's nice of you. Her workspace isn't exactly a 5-star restaurant, but it'll do. We crack open our boxes and get to work on them. Man, this girl's so sweet. Seems she's just as hungry as I am from the way she chows down. But there's enough room between bites to chat, so... You're welcome to join us whenever, you know, out there.
I don't know. It's not really my thing. Crowds, I mean.
But it's the Funplex. It's basically your crowd. They're here to play your games and enjoy your hard work.
I know. I tend to be a wallflower in huge groups. One-on-one or small groups, okay. But large groups, well... See, this is why I liked those old retro arcades. Only a few people played those games. I got to be friends with most of them. That's good, right?
I remember how uncomfortable she seemed at Max. She also avoided the mingling crowd at Donna Wood. It's hard for me to imagine not wanting to talk to people, says the MC. I've always been pretty outgoing. You have to be to work in retail, lifeguarding, or arcade event managing. But I'm extroverted, while she's clearly introverted. Nothing wrong with that. I hope not, because I'm also introverted. Do I really want to try to push her out of her comfort zone? Wait, what am I even thinking? I shouldn't be pushing her anywhere. We can just talk this over like adults. Can we? Can we really? Oh, Zachary, I didn't even think about that. Well, hopefully we weren't close enough to her that she was kind of, you know, she didn't do that. Maybe she made it for Gavin instead. Let's hope. Naomi, do you want to join the party out there?
Huh?
I'm not asking if you're comfortable with it. I'm asking if you would enjoy being with your fellow gamers. If you could be comfortable with it.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know from basically every movie and TV show that my story should end in opening up to others and being super outgoing, but that's just not me. I love my friends, I love my work, and I love the time I spend with both. I'm pretty okay with not being a total party animal on top of that.
Respect, Naomi. Major respect. Yeah, exactly, Game Dan. There you go. Perfect example of being, you know, good in retail and being introverted. I have many friends who are introverted and work in retail, and they are damn good at their job too. So, you do not need to be extroverted.
The only reason I have doubts and wonder if I should be more outgoing is because society seems to value super social people more than quiet loners.
Oof, that's a big mood. My goodness. If I had a nickel for every time I've had those doubts and wonderings, I'd be drowning in nickels, pretty much. Yeah, there's a certain number. Might be, yeah, 4 is probably it too for me. 4, 5. I'm like, oh, my social batteries are draining. And then I need to like recover for days afterwards. Even with one-on-one hangouts, if it's a long hangout, I'm still like, oof, I need the batteries recharged.
Loners usually end up on the 5 o'clock news after some massive incident. Oh, she was so quiet, I had no idea.
I know.
But honestly, I don't mind not joining the party. That's not bad, right?
Ooh, I like 1 and 2. I don't know which one to pick. Are you good enough to have imposter syndrome? Oof, I feel that too, Kit. My goodness. Where is the hug option, indeed? I'm gonna try both of these, because I like them both. I want to see which one I like the most. There's nothing wrong with being introverted. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Let me handle the crowds for you. I'll be your wingman and tackle the situations you'd like to avoid. I think the main concern people have with loners is if they isolate themselves due to depression, avoiding their friends and things they would actually enjoy.
Oh, that's not me at all. I love spending time with you and with all the others.
Yep, so I don't think you have anything to worry about. And if you do want to pop out and check out Game Rights, take as much or as little time as you want. Hang back or get involved. It's totally up to you.
Okay. Thanks, Crystal. Maybe I'll do just that. I might blend in with the wallflowers, but it would be nice to get a peek at what's going on out there, if only to appreciate the hard work I've put in. I'll make some time to do just that.
Okay, so let's go back and try the other one.
I love
I like
the
that
balloon,
one.
but
That was a good one. You're not exactly a meek little church mouse, you know. See, the Naomi I know is one who fights for what she believes in, who speaks her mind. You don't back down when someone challenges your ideals. So what if huge crowds aren't your thing? That's fine. What isn't fine is if you withdraw completely, becoming too meek to express your desires.
I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I do stand up for what I believe in. Just because I'm not a party animal doesn't mean I'm a shrinking violet. That's a good way of looking at it. And you know what? I don't have to be afraid of the crowd out there. Maybe I won't mingle and schmooze the way you do, but I think I'll peek out later today. Take it all in. The result of all my hard work, pushing for my ideals. People having fun in a real arcade.
I like that one. That one was really good. She was like, yeah, I'm tough. I'm not a shrinking violet. I should go and check out all my hard work. You're right. Aw, Zachary, that's so sad. Yeah, I've definitely had people be like, wow, you're much more normal than I expected. Huh? Well, like people told me you were like super snobby and stuck up because you're you just don't talk to anyone. I'm like, but I mean, I'm just better in one-on-one situations. That's all.
Oh, and maybe when you aren't wrangling a dozen contests and dealing with hyper-competitive gamers, we can, I don't know, walk the floor together or something. Yeah, I think that might work. Better than my past efforts at being community-minded, at least.
Yeah, no, I know. But you know what the thing is, Game Dan, is it's a visual thing, I think, for me. Like, when I'm recording, for instance, it's just me in a room. Even though, like, I know hundreds or thousands are watching the video after the fact, it's like, I'm still by myself, so it's easier for me to just be myself. But if I was, like, on a stage in front of you all, I would be the most awkward, stuttering mess of a person you all ever seen. So, like, even now, with, like, direct chatting with you guys, that's harder than recording, but it's still easier because I'm not visually seeing, like, your facial reactions to what I'm doing. So I'm like, I can read, like, your texts in chat at my own pace and kind of think about what I'm going to say in response. And it's not, I don't feel the pressure of like, okay, how do I respond in a way that I'm viewed as being cool right now? Not a super lame-o. So it's easier for me to do this. There you go. Oh no, Yuli, you're making me nervous now. Don't show me your reactions. But yeah, it's just easier for me to do that. Oh, thank you, Kit. I appreciate that. Most theater people are introverted. That's interesting. I've always loved... I think it's because there's a disconnect with theater as well. Because you're playing a character. You're not being yourself. So it's easier to pretend to be something that you're not naturally. And that, in turn, can help you to be more comfortable around others. Plus, you're you know, you get to meet people in the theater group and get closer to some of them as well because you're working so closely. So there's a lot of good stuff there. Thanks, Zachary and Catherine. Appreciate it. Sounds like there's a whole bunch of us introverts in here, though, so yay, introverts unite! Okay, where were we? Oh, right, walking the floor. Naomi sighs, poking idly at her lunch with her chopsticks. We are but actors on the stage of life. Indeed, Kit. Oh, yeah, that's true, Game Dan. If you're doing D&D and stuff, yeah, that makes sense.
My past efforts... bleh. I wish the internet didn't suck so much.
Yes, exactly, Doc. Introverts unite, separately, in your own homes. Perfectly summed up. Yoda once said, cool Molly is. Ah, that's so funny. I love that. And very true, Regal Venom. Masks we wear make us more confident. That is true. Huh?
Well, there's tons of communities online for arcade enthusiasts, and it's easier to mingle in a virtual group of total strangers than a real one.
Okay, I just like preempted this entire conversation. Whoops, got a little bit ahead of the conversation here.
But the last few times I tried, well... You'd think nerds who are used to being picked on for weird hobbies would be less likely to pick on each other. And you'd be wrong. There's just too many people, even in the smallest of small communities, willing to take a big old dump on you for being even slightly different. Or to gatekeep, or...
Don't worry, Zachary. I was with you on that one note joke. You good.
Or worse, if they're too willing to be friendly. Like, too friendly. Like wanting to know where you live and wanting naked pictures friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not great.
But I found that face-to-face people are nicer. When you know there's a human with feelings, you aren't as likely to step on those feelings.
Aw, that's a nice quote. We are all off in our own little world, but got lucky enough to all be in the same galaxy. Thanks for sharing that. That is so cute.
That's why I like hanging out with my friends. All the fun of being in a small community, all the advantages, without being overwhelmed by a massive crowd. It's exactly the right fit for me, yeah?
And if anybody asks for naked pictures, I'll punch them. Ah. I want to try this, at the very least. Yeah, and if anybody walks right up to your face and shouts, nudes are GTFO, I'll kick them right in the happy sack. I thought we were gonna punch them. Oh man, okay, we went right for the kick.
How gallant! To face an assault charge on my behalf. You are too kind. I'm not paying your bail, and conjugal visits are probably out, but I will appreciate you standing up for my dignity from afar.
Thank you? We both share a laugh, turning a gross idea into something to mock and share together. Naomi quickly finishes up the rest of her lunch, lost in thought. I take the lull in conversation to finish my own. Damn, Naomi makes a mean lunch. I wouldn't mind her making me bentos for the rest of my life. I'd rate her 5 stars on Yelp. Dang, it's pretty good.
We should both get back to work. We're on the clock, you and I. And once I'm done in here, I'll pop my head out to say hi, or at least look around. Seriously, thanks for visiting. Really cheered up my spirits.
Your arcade spirits? Oh, wait. Okay, thanks for the lunch again. Can we do this again sometime? I really love your lunches. And with the tiniest hint of a blush on her cheeks, Naomi offers me a big ol' hug, She has to stand on her tiptoes to do it. Never had anyone ever have to stand on their tiptoes to hug me, but I imagine it feels pretty nice. I'm usually the tiptoer.
Anytime. I'd make you lunch anytime. We should do this again, okay?
Absolutely. I've seen a little bit of Cult of the Lamb, but haven't played it myself. Yeah, Catherine. Short tiptoeing huggers unite, Catherine. After packing up the remains of the lunch, she gets back to her work and I get back to mine. But I can certainly say my day's a little brighter now. Cute. Gigi has the opposite problem. Gotta bend yourself in half. Tiptoe whoos. Yeah, Da sometimes will pick me up. He's only 9 inches taller than me, so. And a lot of times he's like, oh, you're too heavy for me to pick up. So he'll, like, bend his knees a little bit when we hug, which is acceptable. I was too busy to really talk to either of them earlier today, wrangling the crowd. I need to be there for them this time. I can't be there for them both as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Oh, nice, Zachary. Very comfy hugging height. Let's see. Looks like we're gonna hang out with Queen Bee this time. You got this, girl. I think we've done this. Molly is heavy for picking up. Or, am I heavy or is Da just weak? Eh? Think about it. Arcade Godhood for Queen Bee. There we go. Ah, okay, so we have the sister knowledge for this visit this time. The heart condition that your sister died of. It runs in your family, doesn't it?
Yes.
Rather unfortunate.
Didn't want to bother you with that little trivial detail. But, yes. I've got the same condition. A late bloomer, it seems, compared to my sister.
Okay. Got some alternate dialogue there. Follow your dreams, girl. Oh, we're pretty even with everybody else.
Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 15,250 points. Woohoo! Today's pizza fact is... the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 5?
Save the game. Yes. Let's go. Well, I'd say I'm not heavy. I'm heavier than I look. Because, you know, when you're short, people kind of expect you to weigh like 80 pounds, soaking wet kind of thing. I'm not 80 pounds bone dry. I'm like, I think right now I'm 117 pounds. So I'm like heavier than the average 5-foot woman. But I'm also like not designed body-wise to be thinner than like 100 pounds. I don't think that would work. I think 100 would be like the absolute max low weight I could be without looking completely anorexic. So yeah. Yeah, I'm big boned is what I am. I'm a big boned 5-foot woman. Ah. Okay, let's get our stats for this.
So far, I think you'd make a good match with Naomi. You spent a lot of time with her and she really likes you. Maybe even likes you.
So, yes? There's our girl.
We're here!
Excellent.
Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella.
Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for the shopping and the arcades.
You should tell him, Game Dan. Da, you got to work out. I think it's the picture that I posted as a thumb. Was that a thumbnail? I did a giveaway for some codes for Gwent way back. Was that a thumbnail? It was either a thumbnail or I shared it on Twitter. One of the two. Yeah, I can't remember for sure.
I'm curious to see how these arcades are run as well. Maybe I can talk to a manager, get some tips for how to handle a very transient audience.
Ugh.
I meant to play in them, not to study them. Sheesh, Gavin, we're not here to work.
Can't I do both? I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. I'd love to stretch out a bit.
See ya.
Oh yeah, good idea, Game Dan. I'll see if I still have... It might be on my old computer, so... Hopefully I transferred that. Or I can find it on Twitter somewhere. I will look for it and share it on Discord if I can find it.
Ooh, me too. I'm so crammed up from sitting in that van. Wait for me.
Stretching! Yeah, stretching is good. Flex those muscles. Yeah, did it. Okay, let's go make some sandcastles. In the distance, I see what appears to be a myriad of sandcastles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles on the beach. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with all of her cosplay craftiness, it's no wonder why these two are up for the Sandcastle Challenge. As I jog over to them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle, and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. How goes the castling?
Amazing!
Great! Do you see all these amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute.
Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley.
Oh? Then what are they, Naomi?
Assuming they're not just made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can be a structural masterpiece.
Wonderful.
Every grain of sand must be in its proper spot, or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Naomi says this without lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's so completely focused that I don't think she's blinking even. And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Let me explain.
I'm making sure each embrasure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it'll all be an asymmetrical mess.
Makes sense. I take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight. Perfect edges meet bold, flat walls, which produced an almost perfect medieval castle. She even added an ocean water moat complete with drawbridge. Ashley's is equally impressive too. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds like an elegant castle in the sky, complete with spiral staircases encircling slightly slanted towers. So I take it you both entered the competition?
Of course.
Oh, Regal Venom, I just saw your joke in chat. Nice. Very nice. You know it, Crystal. You should make one too. It's not too late.
Yeah, I think there's still like a half an hour left of the competition. And since it's at amateur level, latecomers are allowed.
But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area. Those sound like some sad excuses. They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley.
It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either. Crystal, it's not about winning.
Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile accompanied by a questioning look.
Okay, it's a little bit about winning. I mean, I'm super try-harding this and trying to win with a perfectly constructed little castle.
Oh, nice game, Dan. Glad you found it. That was so quick.
But for me, mostly it's about setting out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that.
Plus, we'll be here helping you do it. How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you'll be completing your own? Sounds difficult. We're almost done with ours anyway.
Yep.
If we have 3 castles in the competition, then that's one more chance for us to bring home the gold.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. I will check that out later this evening when I'm doing comments. Thank you, thank you.
It'll be fun. Come on and join us.
Yes!
Join us, Crystal! Join us! I'll help. I know my strengths and weaknesses intimately. My number 1 weakness is building sandcastles. Also maybe breathing in space or surviving explosions. However, I'm very skilled at helping others. That I can do. You have a way better chance of success if I pitch in on both of yours rather than start a whole new 3rd castle.
My sources say yes.
Beep beep, that is correct. I've taken into consideration of all other castles surrounding us. Crystal's skill set is not set up for winning this, but adding her talents to yours will boost your chances. The math doesn't lie.
I wasn't gonna fight it, Iris.
If that's the case, then come over here. I need you to put these flags at the top of the tower.
Naomi hands me some little toothpick flags and I carefully place them at the tops of the cone towers. Here, Crystal, take this paintbrush. Can you wipe away the excess sand on my clouds? I gladly pitch in, taking turns between Naomi's and Ashley's sand creations, and we actually manage to finish just before the judging commences. They're both looking mighty fine.
Thank you.
Well, it's all due to your help, Crystal.
Yes, we couldn't have done it without you. Aw, shucks. Let's hope one of you wins. For the glory of the Funplex. For all the guts.
And the glory.
Here comes the judge. The officiant of the Sandcastle Challenge comes toward us and looks over the castles. With an arbiter's eye, they glance over ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation, and once the Sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh.
I think that's a good sign, right? The nod, that means we did it.
Oh, sorry, that's Ashley. I think that's a good sign, right? The nod, that means we did it. We're gonna win?
There's so many others out there to judge, but I'd say a nod counts nicely as a compliment. But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme?
Crystal, what do you think? Who's got the winner chicken dinner? Who, me? I'm not a judge of fine sandcastles.
Just do it for funsies. Let's hear what you think.
Well, I have to go with Naomi. Oh, nice, Kit. I thought it was gonna have something to do with R, but it ended up being C. Well done. The precision and thought that Naomi put into her design shows it's a step above the rest. Excuse me. From the gatehouse to the towers, Naomi, your castle is one of perfection. Just like you.
Thank you.
Aw, thanks. That's kind of you to say, Crystal.
Yeah, you too, Catherine. Tish times 2. I agree too. Naomi did an excellent job with hers. I'm jelly of your skills, and I hope you do win.
Ashley, thank you.
Oh, I think they just finished tallying up the scores. We wait not so patiently as the judge makes their round across the beach. I see them stop next to a particularly dramatic-looking sandcastle. Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it up next to the castle. Which means...
Poops.
Double poop.
Don't feel too down. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be.
How very pragmatic of you, Crystal. We did have a blast, though. But I hate losing. We just gotta win next year, Naomi. Maybe if all three of us join forces, we can build the best sandcastle this beach has ever seen. We should spend some time practicing more, which means more beach trips.
I'd like that. I'm in.
Great! Next year, Team Ashley is going to eradicate the competition. I think you mean Team Naomi.
You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in enough sand for a while. I'm going to see about being slightly less sandy.
I hear ya, but Naomi and I aren't done here. We got one last thing we gotta do.
Oh, what's that?
Destroy our creations!
I'll leave you to it then.
I am a mighty dragon. Fear me, tiny sand people!
Both of them smile widely at each other and laugh. Walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me. I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. So what next? We'll go to Gavin and Queen Bee. And see which one of you is lower. Gavin. Okay. Gavin wins this time. Spike it. And Teo and Percy. Okay. So between Teo and Percy, who do we got? Ooh, even. Okay. Heads for Percy, tails for Teo. Hiya! Tails! There we go. Ooh, hello, Naomi. Coin toss, milady. Indeed.
Hey, Crystal. It's lunchtime, and I'm getting everybody together for a big surprise. Come join us.
Whoa. You seem super stoked for this.
Of course. Come on, this way.
I wonder what this is all about. Let's see what she made us for lunch. Did she put a little heart in our bento like Lupin's dad did? Can I dare to dream? Yeah, we've been getting lots of tails today. Actually, we should just do this because the coin is rigged.
Gather round. It's lunchtime.
And judging from the rumbling in my stomach, it's right on time. The bundle is unwrapped, revealing a series of simple wooden lunchboxes in a traditional Japanese style. Each one's been painted a different color. Thank you, Kit, by the way. Appreciate the reminder to like the stream. That does help a lot. So thank you. Watch out, Sonic will come for his tails. Oh no! Which Sonic is coming? The one before or after they fix the CG for him? The CGI. Oh my goodness. If it's the before one, I would be very scared. The after one, not so much.
As a way of saying thanks for all your hard work and your support, please enjoy these boxed lunches courtesy of the Funplex. And me, I made them.
Oh, the one with teeth? Oh no. That's the worst one. No! Oh, Sonic.exe is also a good one. To be fair. Hashtag old. I'm sorry. The old CGI version of Sonic just completely erased every other version of Sonic in my mind for me. It's the most terrifying version now. Oh. Ah, that's funny, Yuli. You were ahead of your time by liking before you joined the stream. An authentic Naomi brand bento? Sign me up. I reach for a box and she smacks my hand away lightly? Sounded pretty tough. I know, Kit, I know. I'm like, who looked at that and was like, yep, print it. That looks great.
No.
Not yet, Crystal. I made these special like. Everybody has a personalized lunch filled with their favorite things. Gavin, if you'd be kind enough to distribute them. Names are written on the lids.
Sure enough, on second glance, I can see the names and even little cartoon doodles representing each person. Wow, does my face really look that apathetic? Oh no.
Okay, I'll start handing them out. Gavin, you first.
Let's see.
Impressive.
Huh. Plain yogurt, celery sticks, and some rice. You know me quite well. Boring and nutritional.
I colored a bit outside the lines on this one rather than sticking to a traditional bento style. Enjoy!
Oh my gosh!
Sushi with some tempura veggies! Ooh, and a side of miso soup. I love nothing more than a traditional bento box lunch.
And I love nothing more than making them.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Game Dan. It might have even been intentional to get everybody to feel like, hey, we made a difference and we made Sonic not look like crap. So now we gotta support the fact that they actually listened to us. That could be.
Fish and chips, of course, with a little Union Jack on a toothpick. And you made a moopy maze out of the chips, too.
Ah, it's not too stereotypical, is it?
Quite good.
I haven't found a proper chip shop stateside, so I'll take it. A nice little taste of home.
Fantastic.
Oh, babe, yeah! A big juicy cheeseburger and french fries. My mouth is watering just looking at it. Yum!
And it's got lots of pink in it, just how you like it.
So pink I can hear it moo.
Gross.
This is perfect. Pita bread and hummus.
Love it.
It's a great meal that fills the belly and gives you a ton of energy.
And we have to keep your tank at full. A tired Teo is not a true Teo.
How marvelous.
Yeah, I agree, Yuli. I could definitely see that. Oh my, this is lovely. Little finger sandwiches, some tea, and even a cupcake. Thank you, Naomi, dear. It's very thoughtful.
Ah, thanks, Miss Francine.
Ah, interesting, Game Dan. I didn't know that.
I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice!
Ha! Bet you consulted with Crystal on this one. I love these. Always have, always will. Actually, I just checked your Instagram. I did an analysis of your most commonly blogged food and... Can't talk, busy eating! And that leaves the one who brought us all together. Crystal! For you, I made... pizza bagels!
No!
Kidding! It's actually similar to the bento I gave you the day you started at the Funplex. A little reminder of how this all started.
Oh! Oh. Well, thank you.
Speech! Speech!
What?
Yeah.
You should make a speech before we all dig in. I mean, you're the reason we're here.
I am? Yeah, you are. I mean, we were doing great before you showed up, don't get me wrong. But, you know. Oh yeah, Zachary? I think my bento would be Percy's. I love fish and chips. It's so good.
But you worked harder than any of us to make the Funplex the success it is today. I was content to keep it afloat. I didn't think we'd ever manage more than that. But you refused to be content. We wouldn't be here at the beach if not for the success you led us to, Crystal. So yes, I think a speech would be appropriate.
Alright, let's skip ahead. Kindness. Oh, that's too bad, Kit. Let's go back and see what Naomi had to say.
You're welcome, Crystal. I think I speak for all of us when I say we feel the same way.
Okay, good. I love you all. Okay. Let's go hang out with Naomi and Taya. I know, Game Dan. I was blown away by Jim Carrey as Eggman. You can tell he loved the role. He absolutely loved it. And he just killed it. It was so good. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Teo and Naomi sneak into one of the shops on the boardwalk called the Sandy Bar, with little iconic saltwater taffy icons on each side. Ah, saltwater taffy, a staple of coastal life and commerce. On any given boardwalk, you're within spitting distance of at least 3 candy shops loaded with tasty treats. But more importantly, why are these two acting so childish about the whole thing? Like 2 kids in a candy store? I need to find out exactly what's going on. And more importantly, I need to see if they have any of those gummy sharks in there too. As I peer into the building, my senses are overwhelmed by sweet. My teeth practically hurt from all the surrounding sugar. Covering the walls are assorted containers holding various types of candies, a rainbow of colors and confectionaries, filled to the brim with saltwater taffy and covered in chocolates. Not only do I take note of the delectable candy, but I also notice all the kiddies running around. I can't help but be reminded of the Funplex. Same atmosphere, just fewer games. I look over to the person behind the counter and give them a nod of understanding. I feel you, noble cashier, in your quest to maintain peace and order. No, I did see it. I thought I commented on it, but I obviously forgot to. I saw the quotation marks and carried. Sorry. It was a very well thought out pun on both you and Kit's parts. I just was too busy gushing about Jim Carrey actually doing the role. Apologies. Naomi and Teo recognize me and wave me over.
Over here, Crystal.
Come help us decide on what to get.
I comply and go over toward them. Naomi is huddled over a table and is filling her arms with various desserts.
I want one of these, and 2 of these, and a handful of this one. Oh, what's that over there?
Wow!
Candied apples. I have to get one of those too.
Naomi is just too much right now. Every time her eyes light up at seeing a new candy, it turns my heart to mush. A mushy, mushy mess of emotions. My goodness. I really hope she feels the same way when she sees me.
This is the best part about going to the beach. Look at how many different candies there are. I could just devour them all. That is right after I devour you, Crystal.
Oh my, I thought maybe since we were all on holiday, I'd get a vacation from Teo always making me blush. But not today, and my face goes as red as the licorice right in front of me. I like that she was just busy being like, aw man, Naomi's so cute. I hope she thinks I'm cute. To like, Teo's like, I could eat you right up. And she's like, oh Teo, my goodness. Immediately distracted. Now, I pegged Naomi as having a sweet tooth, but Teo, with all his dancing, I would have guessed him to stick to a healthier diet. But this trip is a vacation for all of us, so maybe he's spoiling himself.
So, what do you think of the place?
Who, me? Oh, I've been here before. Quite a few times. I've not had taffy from Oregon, Kit. That's true, Zachary, that's true. You're right. It's the most popular candy store on the boardwalk. My family and I would always stop by right before our long drive home. After a long day of swimming, walking, and fun in the sun, a maximum sugar overdrive was a perfect way to end the day. They'd give me a fistful of dollars and cut me loose in here.
Whoa!
You're right, Regal Venom, you're right. Oh, get that cat, Kit, you got it.
Whoa, they just let you get whatever you wanted. Dang, I wish I had your parents.
Cute. I could just see a young Crystal here running around and stuffing candy into her face.
Not going to lie, I was a cute kid. Not so cute when overdosing on sweets, though. Both Naomi and Teo laugh heartily. I mean, they didn't exactly give me Fort Knox to blow on snacks, but it was still a nice little reward at the end of the day. Kit, get the cat. Ba-dum-tsh. Nicely done, Game Dan. As I am a creature of habit, I'd always get saltwater taffy year after year. It's just the best feeling, munching on taffy while watching the waves crash into the sand. Ah, clever, Kit. Well done. And there's Zachary with a badumch. Naomi suddenly gasps, interrupting my recollection.
What is it, Naomi?
They have Conpeto!
I'm still confused. Is that a good thing?
It's the best thing! They're these little traditional Japanese sugar candies that look like stars, and are my absolute favorite. Every time my mother would go to visit family in Japan, she'd bring me back some. But it's been years since I last had some.
She squeals excitedly and runs over to a little stand that has a cute assortment of pastel sugar stars. We follow suit and make our way next to Naomi. Teo picks up a bag and brings it closer to his face, examining them.
Okay, these are quite possibly the cutest candies I've ever seen.
Sweet.
And they are so sweet.
Aw, Naomi, nothing is sweeter than you. And that's a fact.
That's not entirely true.
I have to agree with Teo. No one has brought me more impromptu lunches at work than you do.
Thank you, but these candies are still the sweetest. You both should taste these, by the way. I just know you'll love them as much as I do.
Teo and I agree with a nod of our heads, and Naomi turns around happily with an armful of candy and treats. Like a dragon with her hoard, she heads toward the register when a kid runs smack into her. In a colorful explosion, candy spills everywhere and Naomi falls over backward. I instinctively go in to help Naomi up, but out of the corner of my eye, I see the kid who bumped into her swiping candies off the floor and pocketing them.
Hey!
It's a classic move. We see it all the time with tickets and tokens at the Funplex. And like the arcade, this is no different. It's so overused, Teo even sees it. He elbows me and points it out to my attention. But this is not my store, not my job. Do I step in or let it slide? Help your girl up. My first instinct was to help Naomi back to her feet, and that's what I'll do. Even though the kid is swiping sour gummies, I'm sure the cashier is on it. This isn't the first time a child has tried to steal candy, nor will it be the last. I go over to Naomi and extend a hand toward her. She grabs a hold as I pull her to her feet. I collect Naomi's fallen candies as well, and I notice the cashier approach the kid. They demand the kid to turn out their pockets. It appears like the kid wasn't just picking up stuff from the spill. Those pockets were quite full. With a very disappointed frown, the cashier tells him to kindly exit the sandy bar, and the kid complies. The cashier and I exchange knowing glances. We are one and the same.
Well, after that excitement, I'm ready to relax on the beach and eat some of this candy.
Me too. A candy crush. Nicely done, Regal Venom.
Me 3.
But I can't quite leave yet. There's still one more thing I must do. I need to get some saltwater taffy. It's a Wave Rider family boardwalk tradition after all.
Oh yeah, we can't break tradition. Although if we do, I wouldn't mind starting a new Funplex Beach tradition with you.
Teo, please. This is one important, delicious decision Crystal has to make. And the only correct answer would be for her to choose the cotton candy ones.
Cotton candy flavored taffy? Really?
I wouldn't joke about something as serious as this.
But it's like sickeningly sweet. Even I can't handle it. And I can handle a truckload of sweet.
Well, what would you choose then?
Buttered popcorn, obviously. I like a little salty with my sweet.
But that's sacrilege. I'm much more of a purist.
Getting in a fight over taffy flavors isn't necessary. Both taste great, but I already know what I'm going home with.
What's that, Crystal?
Get the badumtsh to 9 and Molly's the 10th? Oh no. Well, normally I would be averse to cotton candy, but for Naomi. The sweeter the better, and cotton candy is on the top of that list. I agree with Naomi. Cotton candy is my favorite too.
Hooray!
Heathens, both of you.
I agree.
But of course, that just means more boddered? Yes, boddered popcorn. Alright, now, let's try that again. But of course, that just means more buttered popcorn taffy for me.
I think that about covers it. Shall we blow this popsicle stand?
Ooh, they have popsicles too?
Once again, Naomi's got her arms filled to the brim with candy and she nods enthusiastically. Teo's picked out some of his favorites too. We each take our turns in line, and before we know it, we're happily carrying our stash with us onto the boardwalk.
Oh, I almost forgot.
She stops abruptly, digs through her bag for a moment, and pulls out the conpeto.
Yes, I've been wanting one since you pointed them out.
Naomi opens the bag and both Teo and I pick one out. Popping the sugar star in our mouths, both of us smile wide, enjoying its sugary goodness.
Love it.
Oh, that is so yummy. For real, Naomi, it's my new favorite candy.
It's very good. Maybe next time I'm at the Sandy Bar, I'll get some of these instead of taffy. Next time I'm here. Because with the Funplex riding high in the world, I bet we could afford it next time. And another, and another.
Thank you for introducing me to a whole new world of flavor, Naomi.
Anytime, Teo. Maybe if I can change your mind on candy, I can convince you to dance a little lighter on Showtime stage. It's a delicate cabinet.
But then I wouldn't get to see you as much on the Funplex floor.
Very true.
I've got my candy haul, so my work here is done. I got places to be.
And I want to spend some time taking in the sea breeze.
Catch you later.
I need to clear my senses of sugar, too. We'll catch up with you later, Crystal.
Once alone, I open my bag of saltwater taffy, pick one out, and eat it. I let the taste fully consume me. Now, this is a perfect vacation. Okay. I got this. Okay, so between Gavin and Ashley... Ashley! Okay. Boop. And Queen Bee and Percy. Okay, between Queen Bee and Percy... We are tied. Okay. Heads for Queen Bee, tails for Percy. Hiya! Heads! The coin is working. It's not stuck on tails. Okay, hold on. I want to know about this.
Naomi has a kind heart, and so do you. That's a plus. Gavin may be blunt, but he aspires to be kind, and you're already kindly. Queen Bee's got a wicked sense of humor, and your quirky nature matches it. Percy carries himself with good cheer and a kind heart. He's a terrific match for your own quirky and kindly heart. Teo lives to have fun. I'm sure both of you quirky funsters would get along well. And that's everybody. In my final analysis, I think you are the best possible match for Naomi, Queen Bee, and Percy. All three would make a fine companion for you, Crystal. Naomi, Queen Bee, and Percy all get along well with you and match your personality.
So, Naomi, Queen Bee, and Percy.
My sources say yes.
All right. Let's run with it. Naomi, let's go. There's really only one choice in my mind. One person I've spent the most time with. This is true. Someone I've already told my feelings. Also true. Naomi. It's Naomi. I don't need the numbers to know that. Iris smiles at me from my phone screen.
I knew you'd say that. But be careful, okay? You two get along great, sure, but this might be more difficult than you think.
Interesting. Why would you say that, Iris? Why would you say something so suspicious? I pocket my phone and approach Naomi, ready for this at last. She's on the fringes of the group, just sort of idly twiddling her thumbs, unsure of what to say or do. Hey, Naomi?
Oh, hey there. Nice evening, isn't it?
Definitely. But I think I know something that'd make it nicer.
Really? What's that?
Let me show you the world. Or Flotsam, that I love. You've already seen a lot of this little beach town I love to call a home away from home. But there's more to see. Quiet little shops, nice cafes, places where two people can share some moments alone. Naomi, would you do me the honor of going out with me tonight? I can promise an evening you won't forget. She looks a bit shocked, but given what I told her back at Donna Wood, not particularly surprised. Iris just said that this asking, even though we get along well with Naomi, this might be more difficult to ask her out than we think. And I'm like, what does that mean? More Molly singing. And she's certainly smiling my way when she can finally meet my eyes again.
Oh. Well then, yeah?
Yeah?
You know what? Yes. Yeah, sure.
Woohoo!
Yes, I would love to go out with you.
Hooray! Great! She stands there as if glued to the spot, expression frozen.
So, now what? I've never actually, I've never actually gone out on a date, like, ever.
By the way, am I imagining things, or does Naomi have way more voice lines than any of the other characters?
I mean, okay, there was someone back in elementary school who poured apple juice down my shirt and then told me we were going out, but I don't think that counts.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't count, right?
Oh boy. I knew Naomi was a bit reclusive, but not to this extent. You do know where pink peas come from, right? So good. What should we do with this poor lady? Let's try and make her relaxed. It's okay. I can walk you through the steps. First, the prospective partners mutter the unspoken prayer to Cupidthulu, the shadow lord of romantic entanglements. The next phase involves candles and chanting.
Okay, I'm not that socially underdeveloped, thank you very much.
Sorry.
Jeez.
She lets out a deep sigh. That joke broke the tension, at least. Yay! She liked it.
Just because I don't have much practical experience dating doesn't mean I'm hopeless. I've watched plenty of romantic anime and stuff.
Okay. That's good. That'll help? Maybe?
Although normally at this point in an anime, the credits roll and that's the end of the series. I'm actually not sure what comes next. But I'm a quick study. I'm sure I can figure it out as I go along. Yeah, I'm an intelligent woman. What's yet another skill to master? Okay, so where do we go for this date? Somewhere normal and date-like. Somewhere totally expected for this sort of thing. I insist.
Okay. I watch anime. I know all about the dating. I'm tempted to suggest a movie. Something simple and easy, but the nearest theater's too far away. Well, there's dance clubs, restaurants, bars.
A bar! Yes, that's normal. And there's a barcade here on the boardwalk with games and everything. That'll be perfect. Okay, let's do a bar.
You sure?
Yeah.
Of course! Yes, I can do this. It'll be fine. Let's get moving.
And she's off, striding with swift purpose right down the boardwalk. It takes me a moment to catch up, actually. Naomi walks so quickly, there's not much point to small talk. At first, I assume she's super excited to be going out with me. But from the way she's avoiding my looks, I'm wondering if this is more nerves than anything else. I hope I haven't made a mistake. She's going along with it, making a big show of being excited and enthusiastic, but the whole thing feels a bit awkward, like she's trying just for my sake. Oh, Naomi, you didn't have to do that. Come on, girl. Oh my. This is a lot different from the barcade we went to with Gavin.
Wow, it's, very crowded. Like, super crowded.
Crap, forgot that Naomi doesn't like hordes of people. I make sure to stick by her side as we push through the throng to find a table. Ooh. Well, hello.
Unexpected coffee. Is that surprise coffee? Surprise
coffee. My goodness. Thank you so much for the surprise coffee. Appreciate it.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing?
Yeah. We are making some headway through this. I should be done soon. Pretty soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hope everybody's doing well.
Surprise coffee da!
Coffee dog.
Da! Do you even lift, bro?
I lift coffee.
You lift coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee curls every day.
Coffee girls.
Ooh, GG wants you to check Discord.
Oh, check Discord. Okay, will do. Yeah, I hardly ever check Discord. Like, days pass. Like, oh, I should probably go on there.
Yeah, Game Dan's like, how dare Da not lift Molly when he hugs her?
Oh.
And I'm like, well, I'm a little heavy. He's like, pshaw. He's got to at least lift you if I can lift my girlfriend.
I'm weak. Yeah. Molly can lift me.
Unfortunately, that is true.
You know the slow motion moment on the beach as they run toward each other. She picks me up and twirls me around.
I'm not that strong. Oh my goodness. And then my back broke, and I'm out of commission for a week.
Yeah, there's like the slow motion, and then the sound of the record, the thing slipping on the record, the needle slipping on the record as we just crumple into a heap.
Yep, that sounds right. Ooh, Zachary's wife is that strong.
I would not be surprised if quite a few wives are like that.
Strong wife.
Especially when we're talking about nerds that play video games.
Yeah. That's how I got all these awesome gains. It's from hitting the enter button so many times.
Yeah, Molly secretly has a whole bunch of extra resistance on her keyboard and mouse buttons. Just like, oh, that burn!
Exactly.
Alright, I'll let you guys finish up.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yep, bye. Well, what a nice surprise. Okay, back to Naomi having a breakdown. Ooh, Kit. I've done that before, too. I've been the one with the cracked back, though. Someone hugged me and it just went and I'm like, ah, thank you. I make sure to stick by her side as we push through the throng to find a table. Unfortunately, the only available two-seater is near the middle of the action, not a quiet side spot. Arcades are big business in Flotsam, not just the kiddie ones on the boardwalk, but adult-focused ones as well. Oh, trust me, as someone with back problems, when someone accidentally cracks my back, it feels so great. It's like, oh, thank you. That released some of the tension. Oh. In fact, most of the games here are adult-focused, with bloody fighting games and... Is that one seriously just a topless volleyball game? Hey, if you want to go somewhere else instead...
No!
Well.
No, this is... normal, right? A normal place for normal couples to go to. I'm fine with this. This is dating.
We could just go and, like, sit on the beach. That would be nice. Kinda normal, sure, but...
Drinks! We require drinks. Do they have diet soda? I don't really, drink alcohol.
Oh god, why did I even suggest this? In a show of solidarity, I get a soft drink for myself too, returning to the table with 2 glasses and 2 straws. Naomi sips from hers delicately while studying the various smutty and/or sporty and/or bloody games on offer.
I can honestly say I've never been in an arcade like this.
Yeah, me either, really. Most barcades are just like normal arcades, sans children, and an addition of fancy game-themed drinks.
Do you normally take girls to bars like these? I mean, not all the time, I'm not saying you do that, but when you're dating...
There is no non-awkward way to talk about this. Could I maybe joke around a bit, help her relax? I don't know. Oh no. I don't like the top 2. I know. Oh no! I spilled my drink and I can't stay here. It's so sticky. Why don't we leave? I gotta go 3. I don't like the top 2 at all. I'm sorry. It's gotta be 3. Well, I've been to bars before, but... Oh, hey, look! They've got one of those championship golf games with a trackball. Aren't those fun?
Every arcade has one of those.
Right.
Look, I appreciate the effort to try to help me feel more at ease. I do. I'm not blind to it. I mean, it's like... Oh god, this is super weird, isn't it? I'm making this super weird.
No, it's... I mean, you don't have to push yourself. We can just do something comfy. It's fine.
It's the context, right? It's all about context. When you and I are hanging out, just laughing and talking and eating lunch, it feels comfortable, like a cozy sweater. Why does doing the same thing as a date feel so different? Why does it have to be different at all?
It doesn't have to be, I swear. Look, take it from a dating veteran. A veteran by comparison, anyway. It's not a huge deal. You just enjoy some time together. That's it. What you do is almost secondary to that. Look, I think coming here was a mistake. I'll own up to that. I should have insisted on something quieter.
Quiet or loud, that's not the problem. I want us to be us. How we are. The person I care about, who cares about me, and that's all. Nothing really different about it.
Okay. You know, we don't have to go out tonight at all. Could have just waited to have a really nice lunch tomorrow. Would you like that? We could call this off.
No. I also want something special, you know? To mark the night we decided we cared about each other so much that we had to make it more than an unspoken thing.
Aww.
But this is just... it's not us.
Naomi gets up from her chair.
I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back shortly.
Did I just ruin this? I only suggested a bar because that's what I'm used to. And a barcade. I figured it'd have some games. She likes games, and it should have worked. But I wasn't anticipating disaster. Everybody around me, couples in the crowd, all having a great time. While I sit here sipping my diet soda, feeling like I just stepped on something fragile and precious. Sitting here waiting for a good 10 minutes. Did she crawl out a window in the bathroom and escape into the night? Should I go check and make sure she's okay? Eventually, I'm snapped out of my blue funk when I hear something metallic clink against the table. A set of car keys? How did you find us? Well, this took a turn I was not expecting.
Here. I want it gassed up before morning, though. Understood.
What?
My van. You wanted to borrow it, correct?
Oh hey, you got here super quick.
You called up the other guy to be like, hey, can we borrow your car for some romantic shenanigans? And he's like, I got you, girl. Ran here like a madman. I was like, here you go. Oh, that's awesome. Naomi puts her phone away as she returns, apparently having just called up Gavin with it.
Yes, we'll get some gas on the way back. I promise.
Good. I don't loan my conveyance out to just anyone, you understand?
Take this matter seriously.
Drive under the speed limit and take care at any red lights. If you need me, I'll be back at the hotel.
Yes, Dad.
Thanks. Thanks so much. Later, Gavin. Okay, let's get going, Crystal.
What?
Woohoo!
On our date, silly. I'm changing the parameters a bit. But it's a surprise. I can't tell you where we're going just yet, but I think you'll like it.
This will end in death if we scratch up Gavin's van. I don't think about that right now. Okay, I'd like to try a Naomi brand date. Let's go. Of course, why didn't I think of it sooner? Let Naomi take charge so she can feel comfortable with the whole dating thing. I just assumed since she was so nervous that I needed to lead her. And here you said you didn't know anything about dating. Okay, I'm game to see where this goes.
I don't know dating, but I know what I like. and I know exactly what I want to be doing tonight. Let's roll! It's dating time Naomi style.
And we're off, leaving the lights and noise of Flotsam Beach in our wake. Let's go in the mystery van. And she's driving. That's so cute. Given our destination is meant to be a surprise, I decide not to prod too deeply on it and instead focus on suddenly cheerful Naomi. She's quite talkative now that she's got a clear idea of what she wants to do.
And then we drove right into the lake. Well, it's more of a pond, just some place to feed the ducks, but it felt like a lake. The water was up to our ankles when the car finally stopped anyway. That's the last time my college roommate let me drive her anywhere.
This particular story time isn't filling me with confidence about this voyage, Naomi.
Let me explain.
My point is, it's not like I haven't gone out and had fun before. Even an electrical engineering student in college, a total nerd like me, has hit the town once or twice. It's not exactly my thing, but...
Here we are. Where's here? Your shallow grave. Bang! Nice, Zachary.
Once we're really settled in together, I wouldn't mind taking another crack at the whole social mixer scenario like we tried tonight. But for our first time together, I want it to be special.
So you're saying... you'd crash a car for my love? Ooh. My goodness. I'm so curious about all of these. My goodness. I know 3's a basic, but... Molly, make the 10th joke! I can't just do it on demand! Let's try all of them, I'm curious. Vehicular accidents are how you show affection? Thank goodness for seatbelts, then.
I think Gavin would annihilate us even if we survived an accident. And no, that's not what I mean.
Okay, let's go back. Let's try number 2. Do you feel that strongly about me? That this lark of mine to go out on a date, that it could become something greater?
Ah, geez, you're making me blush again. Listen, I don't know much about this stuff, but I know that I like you, and I never do something half seriously. So if we both want this, I want to be all in.
So do I. I'm all in.
Okay, I promise to do right by you, and you promise in turn, so we'll be okay. No, we were okay before. We'll be even better.
Okay. And the top one? Well, hey, if you insist. Although, I think Gavin might object if we damage the suspension or mess up the back seat.
I didn't mean that, Crystal. Jeez. I just mean our first official type date. Although, I guess we've been kinda dating for weeks, haven't we? I've loved the time we spent together. And I'm willing to explore it more if you are, a little at a time. I'll mess up now and then, but I'll do my best. Okay?
Definitely. Okay, like all of them were fine, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I didn't like any of them more or less than the others. The tables have turned, with me being the one a bit confused by everything and Naomi feeling totally in her element. Which is only fair, honestly. And knowing her, by the time the evening's out, we'll both be on the same level. Nice. Game pun. Same level, winku.
We're here!
About 20 minutes out from Flotsam, the van pulls into the largely empty parking lot of... another bar? No wonder Gavin and Naomi hit it off. They both like the same kind of barcade. But this one isn't on the main strip of a beach town. It's not packed with a crowd. It's not even packed with a tiny percentage of a crowd. Aside from the bartender and someone passed out on a bar stool, there's nobody here. And Naomi's put on her usual tool belt for some reason?
Hi.
It was. I was like, hey, same level, wink.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, this guy.
Hey, Naomi. It's good to finally meet you in person. And is this your girlfriend?
The question does pause her constant forward momentum for a moment.
Yeah, she is.
Clearly, she likes being able to say that, judging from her smile.
Great. Okay, it's right over here. Good luck.
Sam leaves his post behind the bar to lead us to one of the few old arcade games left in the place. A very beat-up looking Pango arcade game, with no light behind the marquee and the monitor dead.
Okay, so because we go back a ways, I'll make it about $50. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, do you mind if I tinker with it before we load it in the van? I brought some of my tools with me.
Suit yourself. It's a quiet night round here.
Naomi whips a multi-tool out of her apron and starts undoing the screws on the back of the cabinet.
Hey, help me with this, yeah?
Right. We get the back pried open, and I see the flashlight on my phone to help her peek around inside the dusty old game.
I don't think anything's completely shot. The monitor may need some adjustments, but what's stopping it from booting is probably just a power supply issue. I should take the shotgun approach and totally recap the monitor, though. This model tends to fizzle out again and again without modern parts.
Okay. Naomi, what exactly is going on?
Our date, silly! We're going to restore this wonderful old Pango and bring it back with us for the glory of the Funplex.
Ah, number 10. Well, it's been good, guys. Say bye to the unit. Hang on, I'm being handed something. Ah, okay. It seems in reality only I explode at 10. Oh no! I didn't mean to make Zachary explode. The deal was for the entire universe, not Zachary. Bring back Zachary, universe. Cruel, cruel mistress.
I met Sam through a retro arcade enthusiast community online. He's one of the few people who didn't treat the new girl like a joke, and we've been talking ever since.
We must collect the Dragon Balls. Exactly, Gigi.
So when I was in the bathroom of that bar, compulsively checking my messages while trying to figure out how to salvage this date I ruined, I saw that he was going to dump his old Pango. Since his place was only a quick ride from Flotsam Beach, I decided it was Providence. A sign from the heavens to bless our first date.
Wonderful.
You and I share a love for these games. And I can't think of a better way to celebrate our love than to rescue one of my favorite games of all time from the junk heap.
Are you sure this is what you want to do on our date? I mean, it is a perfectly Naomi date in every way. That makes complete sense now that I think about it. You share your feelings by sharing your love for games. It's not just a job, it's your calling. It's the greatest expression of Naomi-ness that Naomi can achieve. So, you wanted to share this special game with me.
I knew you'd understand. Pango is special to me. I loved it when I was a little girl. I even handmade my own Pango plushie. Not a Pangy, but a Pango, with his little bow tie and everything. It was never really a super popular game. It's not up there with the greats, the ones every arcade collector recalls with nostalgia. But it's my game. I love it. I'll love it even if nobody else does. This moment in time, this place, being so close to a Pango in need, I knew this was right. This was exactly where I wanted to be, with you. It's a quiet little place. It's just you and me and, a few drunks and Sam. But otherwise, just you and me. We've got all night to relax and enjoy ourselves. Although, technically, we should probably get back before it's super late or we'll be a wreck tomorrow.
It's a very Naomi date to be sure. Practical, comfortable, and pleasant, mixing her loves of arcade gaming and good company together. For the next few minutes, I work with Naomi to try and diagnose why the Pango isn't turning on. I ask questions, she gives answers.
It's definitely the power supply. I smelled something funny from that unit there when we tried to power it on.
Can we really fix this thing right here and now?
Sure.
It's not really that hard. Let's see.
She's happy. I'm happy. I hadn't really hung around in her workshop before while she was tinkering. I just pop in for lunch or to say hi. But if she's this full of joy, even through the frustration of diagnosing some obscure little electrical problem, it must be a joy to be around her during those times. Hey. I wish to apprentice to a master. Can I hang out with you? Naomi, would you mind if I spent more time in the workshop back at the Funplex? Honestly, it's a joy to watch you work. Specifically, it's a joy to see you experiencing such joy. Everybody loves the Funplex, sure, but it feels like a home for you. That's the impression I get anyway. And I'd love to share that home with you.
Aw, Crystal. That's so nice to hear you say. It's very much a home to me. It's all I've ever wanted from life, to be around these great games, to really give them the love they deserve. And maybe I could teach you a few things too.
Can't hurt to learn more about the business. If you don't mind me taking up space in your workshop, of course.
Oh, I don't mind the company, not one bit. And an extra pair of hands is always welcome. If the Funplex ever expands, I'd need the help. You know, that's something I'd love to see. We're doing great, aren't we? Not just as a couple, I mean. As a Funplex. What do you think of expanding?
Miss Naomi! Are you using my affections just to get a bigger workspace? I feel so cheapened.
Goof. You know what I mean. The Funplex is soaring thanks to things like game rights and getting phrase invaders. I can see a future for us. Building a wonderful arcade together. I mean, look at how the Funplex was founded. Miss Francine and her husband opened it together as a couple. It could be that for us too.
Aww.
So beautiful.
I can't imagine a better future than that. It's my dream. Isn't the Funplex your dream too?
My dream. It wasn't, not at first. But as the days go by... Aw, hit her with that Flynn Rider quote. A place isn't my dream. It was the dream that brought me to the dream. And that dream is you, Naomi. Oh, so cute and so smooth. It's cute when you blush like that. I should make you do it more often.
Thank you, Crystal. Maybe you're not as into arcades as me, but that's fine. You're my dream too.
Gently, Naomi squeezes my hand, and with her other hand flicks the power switch on. Ooh, she fixed it. Flynn Rider is from Tangled, the love interest of Rapunzel. Pango pops to life, the marquee lighting up, the screen displaying a fuzzy afterimage of penguins and ice blocks.
Woohoo!
I'm a genius! Okay, there's probably still something wrong with the monitor, but I can fix that when we get home. Speaking of getting back, we should get this loaded into the van and haul it back to Flotsam. I don't want to worry Gavin about his precious van. Sam, can we borrow a dolly to roll this out of here?
Help yourself.
Working together, we move the game into the back of the van. GG. They deserve to be murdered at that rate. Under cover of darkness, Naomi drives us on home. I can't help but turn her words over in my head.
Look at how the Funplex was founded. Miss Francine and her husband opened it together as a couple. It could be that for us, too.
For the longest time, I'd assumed all my spirit needed was stability. A good job, a way to break the family curse. Then I'd seen that job as more than a job, something of a calling. How far was this road going to lead me? It already led me into Naomi's arms. Are we destined to be like Miss Francine, to live and love and grow all under the roof of an arcade? I'd have laughed off the idea only a few months ago. Now, I'm smiling at it.
Hey, penny for your thoughts?
A quarter, actually.
Huh?
No need to go that far tonight, though. It's still a first date. Pondering spending the rest of my life with Naomi is premature. Even if that's making me smile, too. Aw, so cute.
We're almost here. You want me to drop you off at your hotel before I park the van at Gavin's?
An insistent buzz in my pocket reminds me of something. Actually, we've got one stop to make together after parking the van.
Oh, what's that?
You'll see. This one's my surprise. You have been thinking of a new arcade name game, Dan? Or we should be, because we definitely should be. Ooh! Interesting. There's our beach CG. I should be. Yes, I definitely should be. I'm gonna spend the next week thinking about it for sure. Iris was right. A 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. With Naomi at my side, watching the waves gently roll into Flotsam Beach, I feel completely at peace.
Hey, Crystal?
Let's take another try at dating soon, okay? But this time, we'll just get drinks and talk, or go to the movies, or anything. Even if there's other people around. I want to expand my horizons. Just a little. Just a little. And if I'm doing that with you, I know I'll feel more comfortable.
Sure thing. Are we buying a new game every time we go out?
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure that gets super expensive super fast.
Hey, you're the one who wanted a bigger Funplex.
Huh. Maybe in the future. For now, just being with you is enough. Thank you. Thank you for all of this. I'd put off even thinking about a love life for so long, assuming it just wasn't in the stars for me, that I'd have to learn to be content and alone. But now, I'm not sure why I ever felt that way. Thanks for being my player, too.
Aw, so cute. We share a little laugh at the joke and quietly watch the waves roll in. Yeah, right, Game Dan? She has so much more voice lines. And that's how Naomi and I found each other. I'd called our lunchtime party the high watermark, one perfect moment in time. But I was wrong. This was it. And in the difficult weeks ahead, I'd cling to that high watermark in hopes the wave would roll my way again. Yay!
Level 5 of Arcade Spirits completed! So far, you've scored 19,500 points. You're winning friends and influencing people. Oh, and pizza fact time! 3 of the top 10 weeks of pizza consumption occur in January. More pizza is consumed during the big game week than any other week of the year. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 6?
Yes. I definitely do. And that, my friends, is that for tonight. Whew. That was a long stream, but super duper cute. I was worried there with the date for a little bit, but we managed to salvage it and had some pretty cute moments with our girl Naomi. So I'm quite thrilled. Thank you all for joining me. I had a great time experiencing this with you all. So for next Monday, I'm not sure yet if I'll be able to stream. I will know by the weekend. So if you're here for the Saturday stream, I'll let some of you guys know then. Otherwise, I will post on YouTube and in Discord the update for that. But hopefully we can do this next week and actually finish Naomi's route. Hopefully. That being said, we finished our first trial in Danganronpa with Max last Saturday, so we'll be moving on from that this coming Saturday. And then tomorrow is the finale of Ewan's route, and then we're working on bad endings for him, so all kinds of stuff going on. Thanks for the stream from King Kai's planet. You're welcome, Zachary! Hopefully this reaches you. But that's gonna be it for me tonight, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, I will see you all later. Bye-bye!